You
Your
know what they
gender
say
is
when you
female,
make an
I'm
ass out of
assuming.
you, and you know what they say when you assume. You make an ass out
Krieg,
of you.
Zuldart, Haka, and Persephone
Perfect,
are
I love
in
ass.
the inn, and Vitae went out to the woods.
Because Vitae wanted to do something about the Chinese that he doesn't like, apparently.
No, I'm just cheap. And I
Oh,
didn't
whoops, wrong
pay for
person.
anything. And I didn't want to sleep with you people.
I don't want to sleep with any of you.
What, is it
Like
because
his
we're guys?
friends.
That is bigoted and hate speech,
No.
and you are not acceptable in a polite society, you Nazi.
Actually, I'm sorry to say, Vitae is the most sexually secure in himself because he was once a female who was lesbian, then he was once a straight female, then he was a gay man, then he was a straight man, then he was trans. He was a lot of things.
So basically, what you're saying is you based your weirdly specific fetish. Awesome.
No,
I am a-
Vitae is currently straight.
I am a buttersexual.
I hate all of you.
What the fuck is a buttersexual?
What does it sound like?
Butter. Then Vitae is gonna enter town and make his way to the bar.
Hey,
Vitae
wait, one quick
enters
question.
town
There was a serious
Absolutely
question.
coated in snow.
Serious
man,
question.
Who has
There
recently
was a-
sobered up, walks out of the bar and turns to you. Hey, are you all right? You look kind of like cold.
OOC question. Earlier there was a session. Is there anything that I need to know about that
There
happened in the
wasn't
earlier
any.
today?
There
We
wasn't
canceled
one.
it.
We
Oh, I'm
canceled
sorry.
it because it was only an hour, so we're adding the hour to this.
I am. I did sleep outside.
Oh, well, if you want, I'm sure the bartender will let you in to warm up. He let me stay in to sober up. Guess he lets in anyone that needs to up something.
Hopefully. And Vitae nods his head and wishes them a good day and heads on in.
All right,
I walked through a wall.
you did.
Are we all awake?
The bartender turns to you and says, "Oh, are you all right? You got a lot of. I've seen this before. Why don't you take a seat over by the fire? It's off to your left along the wall, in case you couldn't feel the heat."
Thinketh thee, valorous sir. And he goes over to the fire. Where's the fire? Which side? This side?
It's right where you're standing. If you want to go ahead and draw another fire, you can do that.
Ah, yay! More terrible drawing!
Rule number 1 of RPGs, never stand in the fire.
Rule 1 of RPGs: stand in the fire while you're still low level to see if it works.
I usually play fireproof characters though.
Well then, I
Oh,
guess
fuck.
we are just being ridiculous.
Okay, so for some reason I had like 5 instances of Google Chrome, and I'm like, no, I only need the one. I didn't know which one was which, so it just... Now I have 6!
6 what?
6 instances of Google Chrome active at the same time, and I don't know why.
You're gonna want
Well,
to get
that's your problem.
So, I would like to initiate my what the hell is it called? There's a word for this. It's a type of
Your
ritual.
obedience.
Yeah,
Remind me your obedience again.
I have to spread out that that velvet blanket that I have in my inventory, and lay out a sumptuous meal, and then eat until I'm feeling physically sick. Then eat and drink wine, and then eat a piece of rotting flesh, trusting in my goddess to protect me from the consequences of it. And then I get boon.
All right, get you some boon.
I witness him doing all of this, and in character say, this kind of shit is why I stopped going to church.
And this kind of shit is why. Shit! I can't think of a decent retort to this. You're an android, aren't you?
Correct?
How would you be interested in helping me determine whether or not it's actually possible to make an undead android?
Does it involve me dying again?
It involves you giving me permission if, in the event of your death, I get to do unholy experiments on your body. Or actually, technically, in my case, holy experiments on your body.
How about this? We come up with a form of insurance. If I am killed, you try to bring my body back, or at least try to bring me back into this body. I'll be indebted to you.
Awesome.
Squared?
Yep,
You better
it'll
not be
shake on
talking
it.
about eating the guards again.
Not yet.
Barkeep, may I hast a hot cider?
Oh, well, normally I would charge for that, but you look like you could use one. You can have one on the house.
So out of
Take
character,
it,
I feel
sire.
it says if the ritual is performed correctly and the goddess approves, the worshipper's ability to cast necromantic spells is increased for the day. So should I do a roll of some kind to determine if it works correctly, if the goddess approves?
To see if the goddess approves. Let me see what kind of check that would be, actually. I mean, I had it. I'm gonna give you this one. Hakadorobo.
Where's my phone so I can keep an eye on chat?
Who the hell is in chat? We don't have viewers.
We've had viewers come in. I've actually rewatched on the stream.
Let's have you do a knowledge religion check.
We've had viewers come in, say
Okay.
what the fuck is wrong with us, and then hop out.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Wow.
Awesome.
Whoa.
Actually, no, not last stream. The stream when Tristan was trying to open all the boxes and we were yelling at Tristan.
Ah,
Yeah.
damn it, I wasn't involved. Well, I can understand why they'd yell at you for that. That was stupid.
Yes, it was.
There's
What?
there is calling for the genocide of the Untermenschen, and then there's just being a dumbass.
That's a very specific thing to bring up.
So no one told you life was going to be this way.
Where the hell is knowledge religion? Is that under skills?
Yes,
Skills,
it's under
yeah.
skills.
There it is. Knowledge, religion, roll.
I'll be there for you.
I'll be there for you.
I got a 10.
You got a 10?
She was not pleased or happy. Yay.
She disapproves.
Oh.
Gotcha. Now here's the 10. It's out of 20. Would 10 be disapproval or indifference? I feel like it would probably be indifference, wouldn't it?
I think indifference makes more sense. She's kind
Yeah.
like she's not punishing you for it, but she's like, thanks for trying, not good enough.
Well, my reserves of food were pretty low, and most of the food was actually body parts. So let's. Oh yeah, I got to remove some of the body parts from my inventory. Wow, that's a weird sentence.
It is.
So, but yeah, all right, we'll try again after I've gotten paid. I'm able to get good food.
Also, you reached second level, so you can now cast 4 0-level spells per day and 3 first-level spells per day.
Yay, welcome to the Toozers Club. Seriously? No one?
I got it. It wasn't worth it.
I got it, and I'm resisting the urge to murder.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and bump your level up to 2.
Well,
Where the
Since
hell
we
is
don't
my
see-
inventory?
since we don't seem to have any immediate plans, I'm going to go to the bar and relax.
Don't stab someone this time.
Hang on, I'm finishing putting stuff in for you, Peter.
Okay. Putting stuff in where?
In core, some basic
Okay.
stuff for your leveling.
Well,
Vite goes up to the barkeep and asks,
No, stop. Every time
Oh.
you click something, it changes for me.
only one of us can do it at a time. I understand. Sorry.
No, it's all good. It's all good. It's a
Well, listen,
confusing
since
thing
you're
at
doing it, when you're done, remove the bottle of wine and 2 of the 3 body parts from my inventory.
Do it yourself.
That was out of character.
first. Yeah, I know. I know. So is that. Trust me.
Oh, I'm
What
I'm
even was that
joining.
voice?
I'm gonna join Toaster Dude at the bar.
I have a name. It's
Look.
Percival.
No, you
I'm
are
gonna
now
join
toast.
Percival at the bar.
Thank you.
Percival. Oh, you two are going to the bar?
Yeah.
Head on up to the bar.
I leave.
I turn and look at Vite and see him slowly recovering from
Okay, hang on. You
his
said
problem.
remove the wine and what?
2
Body
of the body parts.
Actually, Vite has a pretty okay.
I've got like a
Alright.
head, a hand, and like a leg or something.
A head, an arm, and a foot. I'll get rid of the arm, the hand and the foot.
Okay.
The head's all yours.
I
Funnel-
turn.
Funnily enough, Vitae actually has his blood. Apparently, at later levels, he's gonna get cold resistance because of his bloodline.
I turn and see Vitae, who's kind of recovering from freezing, and I turn back and see Haka, who has very recently committed a very unusual religious practice. And I just say to myself, if it wasn't for the fact that you are probably some of the most capable men within a 15-mile radius, I would likely consider being independent.
Okay, wait. Can I say something really quick out of character?
Go ahead.
Tristan?
Blatantly.
Tristan? You were
Yeah.
saying Zool's a religious zealot.
Yeah.
I don't see why I'm getting labeled a zealot. I perform one ritual in the privacy of my own room.
Yeah, and I haven't
Okay.
seen him do that.
Yeah, Zool hasn't gone around screaming anything about religion, but no, also your first question to us, may you eat the guards?
I mean, okay, yes, but to be fair, they were holding one of you guys hostage.
Also a fair point.
Not really.
No,
I mean,
we
a bit
said
of an
we deal with it.
extreme reaction, but
If I had threatened to kill them, if I had offered to kill them to free your friend, but not brought up eating them, would you have thought it weird?
I'd have thought it an extreme either way, but one
Oh,
of
okay
them
then.
involves consumption of human beings.
If they were already dead, it would be fine. It's the circle
Yeah.
of life.
I mean, it's either let them nourish your body or let them nourish the planet.
The
In this
bartender
in this
turns
world, it's either
to-
eat or be eaten.
The bartender
Milk or
turns
be milked.
to the Percivan and says, "Hey, I don't want any trouble in here again."
There won't be any this time. I've sorted things out.
What did you
Trust
do
me.
last time?
We stabbed someone.
Why did you stab someone?
Let's just say that after yesterday, I am well versed in the concept of the bar fight, as opposed to yesterday.
You got in a bar fight.
I kicked a man with a sword.
You. Good.
Uh,
Did
you're
he
an
die?
I can tell you're an android. You don't understand these things, do you?
There are certain concepts that I do understand and certain ones that I seem to be uninformed of. It's an unusual mix.
I'm sorry. Why are you sideways, Vitae?
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, have a roll fly.
The bartender turns to Haka and says, "So, why did you have a skeleton in town?"
Oh, that. Well, we were being beset by the undead, and during the course of the battle, I was able to turn one of them to my side. That's not entirely true. I've misspoken. I turned it to my side after the battle, as a sort of an insurance policy.
To be fair, I wasn't exactly a fan of the one he resurrected. It failed to hit me once, and then hit me again.
All right.
That gent's a necromancer.
Well,
Priest of the goddess Urgathoa at your service.
Urgathoa.
The pallid princess.
Oh, okay. I'm
Lady
sorry.
Despair?
I'm sorry.
Well, you seem the
Please
sturdy, reliable.
Just don't bring the undead in here, please.
Certainly. Although you seem the sturdy, reliable type. Listen, if I happen to be in town around the time, granted this won't be for some time in all likelihood, but if I'm in town when you're on your deathbed and you wish to
Please,
ensure
no.
your afterlife is a
I don't.
useful one, I am willing to perform last rites without charge.
Do I have a choice?
Of course.
He seems
I
to
don't
be the
think
type-
that would be my preference.
Good.
That gent wanted thy corpse.
I think he wants all
In all
of our
fairness to
corpses.
the unusual cleric, he does seem to be the type who is completely of sound mind and body and completely aware of the actions he would be committing to others. However, he does not seem to shy away from them regardless.
Oh. All right. Well, why don't you have a
He
seat
knows
by
exactly
the
what
fire?
he's doing.
I'll get you a you came in looking for wine yesterday. I'll get you a bottle. Why don't you have a seat by the fire?
That sounds wonderful. Thank you.
Vitae is drinking warm
You're
cider.
afraid of fire.
Shit, I'm an idiot. Sorry. That sounds wonderful. Although, if you don't mind, I'll stand over here by the sword and shield fellow. Which one is this?
Zool!
I was standing over here with
Zool,
Zool.
motherfucker, Zool, as he has introduced himself.
You know, you sound like that. You sound like that
Okay,
white monkey.
very well.
from Toy
Here.
Story 2.
A bottle of. Well, it's not the best wine. I can't just give all of this away. It's good though.
I'm more than willing to pay, my good man.
Oh. Say 5 gold?
Sounds agreeable to me.
Thank you. Here, take it.
Yes, thank you
Cleric,
very
please
much.
don't
Thank you very much.
scare the townspeople. They've done nothing.
Listen, if I hear that this place has an unfortunate tendency to attract bar fights, in the event that one of them happens again and things go less than favorably for a combatant, let me know, will you?
Why?
Well, I do think that a priest ought to be on hand in the event of an unfortunate death. Don't you believe so?
Roll deception.
That's not deception. That's I'm telling the
Bluff.
literal truth.
Fuck you. You're gonna try to revise them or eat them. Roll deception.
I think you mean bluff.
I
Bluff.
feel like this is bluff, not deception. Because again, my
It's
character
bluff. You know damn
lies
well.
outright.
You know damn well that that's your intention.
Yes, but I'm also technically not lying.
I know. That's why I'm going to give you a little bit of I'm gonna give it a
Yeah.
low DC because you're not telling a lie. It's a half
Yeah.
truth.
Let me find it. Let me find it. Let me find it. Where is it? Are they alphabetized?
Yes.
Yes.
While this is happening, Vitae goes up to the barkeep.
I don't. Oh, it's bluff.
Yes. Bluff.
Okay, I was looking under D and there's like a diplomacy.
Sorry, I got it wrong.
I just got a nat 20.
Wow.
No, you
not
got an
nat.
18.
Yeah, you got an 18 and you have a +2.
Okay, fine.
Oh. Thank you very much. I'll be sure to come to you if such a thing were to happen.
Wonderful, wonderful.
I
Argotho is
silently
blessing
turn to
upon you.
myself and say, "Oh, mother of God, he was reacting like a cringing baby a moment ago."
You know, it's
Adam got
really
the
weird.
message I sent him.
It's weird that no one questions the toaster and the man covered in nothing but bandages.
I turn to the entire party after gesturing to the bartender as thanks for service.
The bartender recognized that he was an android. He mentioned it.
He did.
Yeah.
But Vitae, I keep forgetting that Vitae's wrapped in bandages.
I turn. To
Yeah, I don't have a very good avatar for that, don't I?
Yeah.
I turn to the entire
because-
party and I start to address them. Now, gentlemen, I think it's imperative we start to get our intention in line, or at least figure out what we're going to be doing.
Who's typing?
Peter, but
Me?
may I propose
I'm working on
a-
something else while I do this.
beginning
Okay,
of
did
the
you
game?
add the wine to your inventory?
What?
The wine.
Did you add the
added.
wine?
Oh, no, I'll do that.
Okay.
Sorry.
May I propose a plan?
I am all
They're-
ears.
While they're
Ben,
talking,
Hunt,
Vitae
I
goes,
need I need to ask this to Ben and Ben. I need a refresher because I know last time you said I discovered a side quest.
Oh, don't worry about that.
Oh, the blacksmith! Here comes the blacksmith.
A good morning for a drink.
Hello, noble
What do you
blacksmith.
know? Look who I found. How's your morning been?
Morning. 'Tis been fine.
Considering that alcohol tends to create the illusion of warmth, I would say any morning around these parts would be a good day for a drink.
Somebody pour that robot a bit of oil.
No
What?
one's been killed yet or is on fire, so I think it's all been a good day so far.
Any day where someone's not on fire is a good day.
Well,
I'm starting
I have to
Vitae-
say that's true.
I'm
Vitae
starting-
asks,
Yep, nope.
The cloaked necromancer is not a big fan of flames.
is mine own armor and weapon did repair?
I'm sorry, where the hell in equipment is this?
Is what?
Oh, never mind, I found it.
What are you looking for?
Where should I put it? I'm gonna put it under other.
The
no,
wine?
it's under
I say
consumable.
consumables.
Yep, there it is. I couldn't find consumable. I found it though.
I'll be right back. I
that.
need to go run somewhere quick.
Wine.
Okay.
So, Zool, have you, your name is Zool, right?
Yep, I am Zool, Paladin of Imode.
Ah, good to meet you. You may call me Bellaron. Yeah. Pardon me, haven't had a drink yet. You may call me Bellaron.
It's nice
Hey.
to meet you.
when he says he doesn't have a drink yet, Vitae points to him and asks the barkeep what's his usual drink.
Oh, him?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, just about anything, but
Then
he likes the
Vitae
hard stuff.
Then Vitae puts a gold coin on the counter.
I'll bring something right out.
Yep.
And he walks into the back and he brings out a very dark brown drink and places it in front of you.
I take it. I go over to the blacksmith and I hold it out to him.
Oh, thank you. Always good to start the day with something from a good friend.
Is mine own armature and weapon did repair?
Beg your pardon?
He's asking if his armor and weapons are fixed.
Zool doesn't understand him.
No, we rolled. I can understand. I just can't understand double meanings.
True.
That's a pretty simple meaning.
Oh, yes, your equipment is already well prepared. I believe I took care of most of it when you came by last night, but what the rest of you have yet to collect will be back in the shop.
Oh.
Speaking of the shop, Zool, have you considered what I brought up to you the other day?
It sounds interesting. It sounds like it's worth investigating.
Well, I'm glad to hear that you agree. I hear there are many, many treasures to be found. At least, treasures for a blacksmith. I'm sure for you would be very useful tools.
The more tools we have at this point, the better.
Well then, he takes a big swig. Ah, that's good. That's the good stuff. Thank you, Art. You found me favorite again. And he finishes the drink. Now, I best be off to the shop. You're welcome to join me and pick up your equipment.
Aye.
I'll go to the blacksmith. Actually, I don't think I
Speedy
left.
dwarf outruns you all.
No, wait. I didn't leave anything at the blacksmith, but I'll go for more information.
Yeah,
Wow.
I mean, I hadn't intended for you guys to leave things there, but if you want to follow him anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, I left my stuff. I thought I left my stuff there, so
That would make sense.
So as no one's asked where Kragus is yet, because it's kind of hard to forget a giant red half-orc.
No, I assume he slept in.
No, he's in a
didn't say
coma.
All right, here's all of your equipment.
Thank thee.
Yeah, you're welcome. Pleasure to have your business.
Pleasure 'tis mine. Thank you. Good day.
Good day to you as well.
Out of character, is one of our comrades still in jail, or did we get him out?
No one's in jail.
He's sleeping in bed.
Okay, I saw there were 3 people in the jail, and I couldn't remember. Right. All right, never mind. Carry on.
Back for breakfast.
So, what'd you get from the blacksmith?
Just mine equipment repaired.
Oh, good, good. So, fearless leader, do we have a concrete plan for dealing with this undead problem? Because if you don't, I have a proposal.
Are you solving the undead problem?
Yes,
That is why we're in town, yes.
Wait, are you? Is that the barkeep or is that the blacksmith?
The barkeep, the barkeep.
Okay, because I still need.
You can tell who the barkeep is very easily.
Sure. I need the information from the blacksmith still.
All right, one moment. We'll get this through quickly. But aren't you a follower of, you know?
Yes, I am. But these particular undead seem to be under the thrall of an opponent of Urgathoa. Therefore, they cannot be allowed to act against the princess's will. Now, if they are put down and the time comes that Urgathoa has need of them, or that the course of life and death simply takes its course, well, that's a different matter entirely. But for the meantime, they're being put back to rest.
Thank you so much.
And I can assure you that in the event that they were to be raised by my hand in the name of Ergothoa, they would not be left here to trifle with this town. There'd be no purpose in that.
I'm sorry, I kind of booted off for a little bit. What did I come back to?
We're discussing how to deal with the undead, and I'm at the blacksmith trying to get details on something.
Vitae is sitting in a corner waiting to be served as breakfast.
Vitae order.
He asked for breakfast, but no one paid attention to him, so he just went off into the corner.
So he's
Like an
waiting for
adorable
breakfast that isn't
child.
going to come.
Fuck breakfast.
Your friend certainly seems to enjoy the fire.
Yes, he does, doesn't he?
He can magically create fire by throwing sticks to the ground. I'm pretty sure he loves the stuff.
You're
I
nowhere
affectionately
near the
refer to
bar.
it
You
as
can't even
angry
hear this
woodsman.
conversation.
Prithee well, may I purchase a breakfast?
Oh, well, certainly. I don't know where are you all from? I don't know that this will be to the quality that you're used to. We only have so much here, and
Tis fine if it is food.
Okay, good, because something went wrong with our last shipment. I heard it got shipwrecked a bit south of here.
Ah, same as our ship.
My eyes go wide at the mention of this. You eat those damn things?
Well, I mean, why not? In the cold, they can't do much. They all freeze, and then at that point, it's very easy to cook them up. They actually taste better than you think. Here, I'll prepare. How about I prepare for you, for all of you, a bit of the. I like to call them crawlies.
You know, I'm happy Zool isn't there because Zool will probably be so tempted to punch the guy.
It's at times like those that I am very glad my intimidation count is higher than the giant red man.
I'm not Kragus, I'm Zool.
I am aware.
I like to imagine you have angry glow when you're intimidating. This angry glow appears from inside of you.
So,
So,
wait,
anyway,
When I get angry,
wait, guys,
I get
quick
would
reminder.
you all like some crawlies? A couple, maybe scurrier.
A what?
Aye. Tis better if tis a centipede.
May
Is
I
this-
ask what crawlies are?
Crawlies? Well, as your friend has requested not to consume, they are, yes, the centipedes.
No, tis I would love to consume.
Oh, you would love to. Very well, I'll have some cooked up for you in no time.
I appreciate the offer.
Tis a matter of petty vengeance.
Had a large breakfast. Of course it is. God help us.
Well, I suppose it's at times like these that it's more beneficial for me to live with an inorganic body. These cuisines are quite different from what I was.
What do you eat? What do you survive on? I guess I should know. It doesn't look like your whatever those are in your head were made for holding much in terms of food.
Without going too deeply into why the hell am I even going to say that? Who knows how long we're going to be here? And I think everyone else in this room has some form of context bestowed onto the party. Might as
Hey,
well.
can I add a character or something real quick before you go off on the spiel?
Go ahead.
Since I hit level 2, do I get a new spell?
I pulled up your stuff and I was getting that ready in between.
Oh,
So,
okay.
the thing is, like Adam said to you before,
We're following
you-
the thing.
you're a cleric, which means you don't actually get spells. You can just pick any spells you want. You just have to choose them at the beginning of the day.
Oh.
Yeah, you can use any spells you want. Right now, you can get 4 cantrips and 3. I believe it's 3 first level spells. It's written kind of weird. Yeah, 3 first level spells. I think.
Where would I find the list of these?
The list of spells. I think Adam sent that to you.
Well, could you just send it to me in the Discord thing real quick? Just to
Yeah,
fill
I'll
out?
send you a link to it on Archives of Nethys.
Okay.
So it'll be like a daily smorgasbord.
Here we go.
All right. Okay, where was I?
All right. I'm going to go ahead and send you the link. I need you to send me back in a DM the 4 cantrips and 3 first level spells that you would like to have prepared for today.
Okay, where did you just send? Oh, you sent it to me personally?
Yeah, to you personally.
Perfect.
So those are all the spells. The bonuses that you did get from leveling were you got an extra spell that you can use, an extra first level spell per day. That's something we just went over. Your
Yeah.
will save and fort save have both gone up by 1, and your base attack bonus has gone up by 1, which I don't know if we have entered. So just when you make those checks the first time, I'll check input the macro, and if there's anything wrong for it, then I will take into account the amount it should be actually. The bartender is still looking at first one. So, do you eat?
I did once. Not anymore.
Then how do you live?
My functions are not that of an organic human being, so long as my parts continually function through constant lubrication or oil, as the blacksmith had put it, and through consistent function and use. My servos are built in such a way that the kinetic energy of my movement recharges the batteries at a rate roughly at a good replacement level.
So, wait, out of character really quick, I had to ask this. Dylan, are you saying that your power, if you sit too long, your servos lock up?
I am not.
Are you a
that.
fucking Freddy Fazbear animatronic?
I am built in. To answer your unusual question, Paladin.
No. This is
No,
out of
this is
character.
out of character. He's nowhere near
Oh.
the building.
No, I'm not. I'll explain that in character.
The bartender says to you, well, unfortunately, unlike most general stores, we don't have any lubricant there, but the oil you can probably get from the blacksmith.
Sounds like a considerably good idea.
Make a knowledge local check.
Okie dokie.
Actually,
You know, before you make that
are you
check,
trained in local knowledge?
I believe I am.
Okay.
you know,
Let
before
me
you make that check, I feel it is my my duty to suggest to you another option. In the event that they don't have a machine parts, it's possible that they might have a, how shall I put this,
Organic.
maturely oriented entertainment
Wait
service.
for him to roll the knowledge local check.
Are you trying to get him to hire?
No, what I'm saying
Quiet,
is,
let him
speaking
roll
as
the
someone
knowledge
who's
local check.
religious,
Let him roll the knowledge local check.
Oh, that is really well stacked. The knowledge local check, not the mistress of whom you refer.
Okay, you. When he mentions the general store, you know he's talking about.
Understood. I think that sounds like a very useful idea.
Oh, well, good. I've found the stuff to be quite useful. Let me get your food.
wonderful, simply wonderful.
All right, so you two didn't order, but Vitae got the crawlies. So the bartender comes back out, and I'm going to give you a real world comparison so you can understand what it looks like. But imagine the way that like the back end of a cooked lobster would look, the white meat inside of it.
Yes.
Itself is like that, but it's a bit thicker and wider, and it doesn't. It is not as long as the tail to compensate for the fact that there's so much of the meat within a short distance. They are, in fact, giant centipede. You can tell this is probably about half, maybe like one side of the body of the centipede.
Fuck! I pulled a Ben.
No, you didn't. I didn't feel it, Todd.
No, I pulled a U. I forgot to change the title of the stream.
Yeah. What's the stream called?
No one expects this stream.
No one expected the title, so it's fulfilling its role.
Smells delicious. How much?
Oh, well, unfortunately, because we are running a bit low on the stuff, I might need a little more than charge. I'm sorry about that.
How much is a little more?
'Tis understandable.
All of your gold.
Actually, though,
Was I?
I just checked how much Vitae has.
Oh God.
Oh no, it's not 3. I have 30. I have like 39.
Okay. Say 5 gold.
I would
All
laugh if you
right.
made it 39. I would have fucking laughed.
If I'd made it 40 gold, that would have been bad.
Vitae would have been fucked.
Yeah, I would have been
Very well.
poor.
Enjoy your crawly, and he heads right back. Do you want anything else to drink?
What was
I
that?
can't give you this one free, unfortunately.
One more cider.
All right. We'll say a silver piece will do for that.
Mm,
For conversion, 1 gold piece is 10 silver.
I know.
And I'm not going to make you guys go to banks to exchange your stuff. I'm just going to assume whenever you make a purchase that the guy has change for it.
Change.
Unless you want him to give you like an obscene amount of money for something.
I want all of your money.
Yeah. No 11 million gold per day tricks.
Yeah, okay, none of us really would be worried about it. I think it's Sean you'd have to worry about with that.
I feel like with Sean, I'd have to worry about him making a.
Peasant railgun.
No, he would be making a Vitae railgun.
No. He'd be fighting.
Well, it would be a peasant railgun, but it'd be throwing Vitae.
It'd be great because Vitae doesn't like being touched.
My favorite part of the peasant railgun is the demonstration version that I was given. It involved like 2,000 peasants, and it ended with the rail being launched out of the end of it. End at Mach 1.5.
Oh, shit. Did Zach do it once, Tristan?
No, he described it once.
Oh. Well, Zach set fire on fire.
Yep.
Hey, what's a stabilized creature?
Stabilized creature. So when you get, also we are in using this rule like, whenever you lose all of your health, you're downed unless you get killed outright, which is when you take damage that's equal to, the damage is enough to lower you to negative the amount you started at. So like, for you, if you were lowered to negative 16 health, you die instantly. A stabilized creature is one that has been downed, but has been passed, I believe, 3 fortitude saving throws in the next 3 combat turns, or been healed for the total of those 3. So then they are still unconscious, but they haven't died. They're out of the dying state and they're stabilized. So you're looking at bleed, I'm guessing, which means that even if they pass those 3, now they start bleeding and they have to pass 3 of them again.
Yeah, gotcha.
Spectacular.
Spider-Man?
Spider-Man.
Spectacular.
Back in the blacksmith shop.
So,
Pillaron turns to you. Sir, you wish.
so you were saying that there is a lead about a general?
Yes, that would be the information I gave you. I don't know his exact whereabouts. I just know that he headed north, and I think he might have been a little bit further inland, but I mean, I'm not sure. I'm only basing this off of a little information that I have about a small. There were rumors of some retreat that he had up there. Not kind of like he had a home here, but that was his place to get away and think about his strategies without the distractions of the daily life.
Understandable.
Obviously, his wife hated it.
I can imagine.
Yes. It was a shame when she jumped off the pier.
Oh dear.
Oh. Well, okay, wait, Peter, none of you can hear this. This is just
Oh,
visible in the
yeah,
blacksmith.
sorry.
Well, actually,
Unless you're going back to the blacksmith for
Unless
any
the
reason other than
the toaster casts.
Unless you're heading back to the blacksmith for any reason other than metagaming.
I'd like to think. Hang on, I actually was recommended.
Yeah,
oil,
he needs
so
the
I
oil,
like to
but
think
also.
That-
I
That's true.
entered. I like to think that I enter the room just as he says, "'Tis a shame she jumped off the pier."
That seems appropriate.
I come in. Oh, great! Another shining day.
Ah, speaking of shining, I've got your oil back here if you'd like to buy some.
Well, I suppose that would be a more optimistic thing to do. How much?
What we say? How about 5 silver pieces for this little canister here? Should keep you good for about a week.
Have you any more?
Well, not frequently. Actually, I might need your help with that at some point down the line. As you can imagine, up here it's kind of hard to get get your hands on oil. Of course, don't end up having creatures like you coming around here. Don't have much to use it for.
Fair point. I'll
Are
take
androids
the.
really that rare?
I
Androids
mean,
up
you
here?
use oil for the
Well, now that you're come
forging.
to think of it, it would make a lot of sense to bring them up here. You know, can't exactly bring back to life in the undead process something that didn't have a human body, or dwarven body, or elf body. You know what I mean?
Organic matter.
You would be very
Yes, the thing-
surprised.
Well, anyway, the point is we haven't been attacked by anything that's been, you know, inorganic in the previous life. So I suppose it would make sense to bring androids up here, but I'm not the one that makes those decisions, so who am I to decide?
Thank you for the information. We'll check it out. The supplies might be useful as we try to stop whatever is plaguing this town.
Well, anyway, I've given you as much information as I can. So, yeah, you're gonna want to head north, and I've heard that it's supposed to be a little bit to the east of there, but if you overshoot it, you'll notice, because you'll come right into the main town.
Again, thank you. We will check this out.
Sounds interesting. Okay, out of character, quick. I have 2 silver pieces. How do I break that down?
Wait, do you have anything besides the silver pieces?
I have 8 copper and 2 gold. How many gold pieces? How many
You know,
silver?
there seems to be
One
more.
gold
there's-
piece is 10 silver.
Okay, so I'm down to 7 silver and -1 gold. Okay, I'll
There
put the
seems to be
oil.
more cleric spells for getting rid of undead than for raising.
That's the way that a cleric tends to work. The different, so basically by playing an undead lord, you are not just, like a cleric fights the undead. Now you have the advantage of both fighting the undead
And using.
and using the undead.
Gotcha. Ooh. And are cantrips on the same page? that you sent me?
Cantrips are the 0 level spells.
Oh, cantrips are 0 level spells?
Yeah, I thought it said cantrip on the page. That's my apology.
So I get 4 cantrips and 3 spells?
4 cantrips and 3 first level spells.
Ah, because I'm 2nd level.
Yeah, once you hit level 3, you'll be able to cast 2nd level spells.
Okay, gotcha. Alright, then I have to get rid of the level 2 spells that I was looking at. That's fine.
Question, like out of character question. Does this world
Answer. Out of DM answer.
does this world have sliced bread?
It has bread that you can slice, but it doesn't have pre-sliced bread.
Do you know what we should do?
Event sliced bread.
Yes.
God. Yeah, you can. I'm not gonna stop you.
Well,
Just
if
in
there-
roll craft.
Wait, hang on.
I
No.
got you,
Oh, crap,
fam.
Cutting bread.
Hang on.
Hold up.
I approached the blacksmith. Zool, are you Dark, are you
Damn,
departing?
those slices are nearly perfect in size.
Wow, these cantrips.
Like, you
Okay.
can tell it's still hand done. Oh, by the way, the bartender, he didn't buy the bread yet.
So you just cut the bread into near perfect slices in front of the bartender for no damn reason.
Yeah, there's like a community loaf sitting out at the fireplace that you're just cutting apart. Looks over to this. What are you doing over there?
Just preparing for my friend when he comes back.
Your friend?
It would be great if you said
How
you
so?
invented.
Tis also something I have just invented. Sliced bread.
sliced bread. We already sliced bread.
No,
Getting ready to eat it.
'tis pre-sliced bread.
Are we in the? Is this happening in the tavern?
It's
Yes.
happening in the bar. Yes, you're hearing this conversation.
So wait, wouldn't that be wildly inconvenient to carry though?
No. Oh.
Well, perhaps.
Twould
I mean-
come in a Twould come in a bag.
Right, but I mean, if I have a loaf of bread, I can just put it in my pocket of my coat, and I'm already carrying my knife. Then I can cut off exactly how much I need. Whereas with you, I have to constantly be worrying about dropping slices of it. And I need a bag.
'Tis for homes, not carrying.
But don't homes have knives in them?
Pre-sliced bread. That would be great for the bar. I wouldn't have to worry about people cutting off too much. I would
Okay, now
be
I can
able
see
to
the
keep-
application in a food service business. Yes.
It's fantastic. It's revolutionary.
'Tis my idea, and you need to pay for it.
Pay you to slice my bread?
No, to use the idea.
You're asking him to pay you for the idea of slicing his bread before he sells it.
'Tis a patent. There's a new function of
I'm
society.
sorry, did you see a patent office when we rode through here?
No, I saw one from what I.
Hey, okay. Let me just. Jesus Christ. All right.
Hang on. Cut to the blacksmith's office really quick. I'm just like, the blacksmith asks if I'm okay, and I'm just like, yes, I've received a few more of those twitches more and more lately, being around
I
these
just
fellas.
realized.
I blame the guy.
I just realized that the phrase "coolest thing since sliced bread" is now canon in our campaign.
But anywhere else outside town, it doesn't make sense.
Oh yeah,
what?
no one outside is going to understand it unless you can deliver the sliced bread to them. By the way,
I shall now bluff.
I
that
need you to
have the
roll a
patent.
diplomacy check. You know what? The bartender says, "Well, I suppose so. It was your idea. It'd be rude of me to steal it. I have more bread back here. Do you think maybe we could start up a little business? I can supply. You can do all the slicing and manage things. I am busy taking care of the bar and all of that. Anyway."
Yes. Hold on, good sir, for I have an idea. And Vitae runs out of the bar.
Oh no.
Oh god.
It should be noted. By this
Okay.
point, I have already obtained the oil.
Okay. Wait. Before we
It
continue,
should be noted that I once knew a rat woman who was missing
Blacksmith.
4 of the fingers on her left
No
hand
questions
and
asked.
1 eye, and was trying to open a beauty parlor. And this is still the dumbest business idea I've ever heard.
okay. Allow me to ask something real quick out of character.
Well, you put
Ben.
a skeleton into the town, so it must be your PR decisions that.
Cause I got a
Put you under.
ticket.
Ben,
wasn't
I have a
involved in
legitimate
this
out of
business venture, I
character.
just knew the woman.
Hang on.
Wait.
Percival was Percival leaving the bartender shop after he got the oil?
Well, I'm the blacksmith shop, and yes, I was.
Okay,
Well, based on timing, then you two have run into each other at the door of this place.
out of character, you know what's weird? One of the cantrips, Sign of the Dawnflower, which transmit a hidden message for a worshiper of Sarenrae to the target. But it's so weirdly specific.
What's up?
Like, it only works if you are a worshiper of that one specific god.
Okay, Ben, I have a
No,
question.
You tell them that you are a worshiper of Sarenrae. If you cast that, I might make you do a bluff, so you can use it if you want to.
I mean, I could, but it would go against my alignment.
Good day.
Ben,
I have a need to talk to the blacksmith, and I go past him.
I thought you were gonna take him to finish your.
Gosh.
Oh, that did not
Very
go
well.
the way I thought it was. I thought you were gonna make
Going
toast.
like I
All of it. I don't believe I got your name.
My name is Vitae. Good sir, may I ask you to forge a special knife that has has 2 blades perpendicular, parallel to each other, that will always slice bread in even slices.
I don't know what you're going at there, lad. I mean, I usually make weapons, but if your enemy be made of wheat, I suppose I could do something about that.
Yes, and it must be to have a bar so it specializes in always slicing bread into even slices.
Yes, you've made that very, very clear. I'm very confused by this request.
Tis revolutionary.
I'm
Concept
curious
of
to see how this
humanity.
goes. How much would a custom job like this
You say
cost?
this is revolutionary.
Tis also my
By
idea.
my
those-
beard, I have no idea. You'll have to. This is going to take a little bit of time.
Fuck.
Okay, wait. Let me try. Cause okay, I now want this to happen. So let me roll.
Zool wants this to happen.
Zool wants this to happen because he's just legitimately curious now.
Fair enough.
He's like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Hang on. Can we cut over to
know-
the bar?
I wasn't too sure about this when you brought it in and told it to me, but if Zool here agrees with the idea, I don't suppose there's nothing I can do to counteract. You'll have to give me about a week to work out the specifics. It sounds like it's going to be a
Aye.
bit more delicate than what I'm used to making.
I thank thee. I shall come back in a fortnight.
Cut
Good
to the
day.
That's
cut
2
to the
weeks.
bar. Cut to the bar. You guys are gonna love this.
Half a fortnight. Good day.
Okay, so
Why are we back at the bar?
before we go to the bar, Zool says the blacksmith, "I'm actually now legitimately curious what's going on over in that bar. I am going to go see what kind of chaos."
Tis
they
been
have wrought."
settled. In a week we shall have perfect
All right,
sliced
and don't
bread.
forget, if you're gonna go after the general, please, by all means, let me know what you find.
I will. Okay,
Tis
Ben,
settled. In
Ben,
a week
can
we
you
shall
move-
have
one second.
perfectly sliced
Ben,
bread.
can you move me back to the bar?
Oh, wonderful news, wonderful news. Soon the business will be up and running like fire. Of course, it's only going to be able to go to this
Okay.
town for now unless we can handle the issue with the storms.
Ben, can you move me to the bar?
Aye.
Like,
And-
Zool's in the bar right now. It's just I can't move the character without lagging OBS.
Here's
I have to give the Tay an XP boost for inventing sliced bread.
Gentlemen,
I don't know how to give the XP for this.
A
Y'all
break-
know, y'all
Tell-
know how I knew
Oh,
how
see.
to make sliced bread? I knew it from a past life.
Of course you did. Okay,
What?
can you-
Gentlemen.
No, I no. That is unacceptable. I cannot allow that if you're inventing sliced bread that you already invented in a past life. Sliced bread is not your inception totem.
You're right. Hold on. I have to think of a legitimate reason. It's more
well, hang
like
on. While you do that, I've got an idea. As soon as I enter the bar, I look at the bartender and I look at the sliced bread in front of him, and all of a sudden, okay, my eyes have a normal look to them, if they even have eyes.
No, you just have a toaster. When your eyes widen, the toaster shines.
Basically, I see the bread and I freeze up. I turn rigid, and all of a sudden, you don't hear my voice anymore. I just start approaching it, and then I look down at the bread and I say, "Untoasted confection confirmed, rectifying." I pick up the toast and I pick up 2 slices and I put them in the toaster, and the sides go down.
I like how this is actually canon now.
What are you doing? You're eating. What? You haven't even paid for this. What are you?
Wait.
What are you
Okay.
doing?
Oh wait. I rolled diplomacy.
Technology, and you're consuming it before it can hit
Wait.
the market.
Ben, I rolled
Stop.
diplomacy to calm him the fuck down.
Okay.
Let's,
Alright,
let's,
I know.
let's see where this goes.
I suppose this is the first thing he's gotten to eat. What?
I blink
Why
back
is-
into consciousness.
Why is he glowing?
I blink back into consciousness and I look around. Okay, I know I can't feel this, but even I can feel that it's getting warm in here. Is the fire getting out of hand?
Nope.
Wait.
No, your
Cheers,
head's
Josh.
on fire.
I can feel that my head is a bit hotter and more congested, and then I feel it for a second, and I look down at the bread, and I'm like, oh, fabulous.
Do you
Okay,
have some
Is
sort
this
of?
something you knew about?
Are you
It's
built to go after
something-
bread?
If I can explain myself, and then you hear a ding, and the toast pops out. Ah,
Like, you wanna know VK's excuse for knowing how to make sliced bread?
It smells
No, wait.
wonderful.
yes, this is what this body was built for. I pick the toast up out of my head, and I hand it to him, Try putting butter on it. It's the fucking shit.
So you were made to turn
He
bread
holds it in his
into
hand and
that.
he inspects it as if it is some ancient artifact. He's afraid to damage it, but he wants it badly.
Okay,
Go
can
ahead and taste
Can
it.
we?
I say to him,
Unbelievable.
go ahead and taste it. It is referred to as toast.
Witchcraft.
You know, it's
You know
not.
how
Alright.
I'm going to go with that past life thing. Read past life was a baker, and he had just invented sliced bread, but died in a horrible fire before he could spread the knowledge.
So
How
he
great
was
would it be if
so he was so consumed by the incredible discovery of sliced bread that he ignored his oven.
Okay, wait. Can
Yes.
we take a second and acknowledge how out of hand our backstories are gone? Zool found a way to justify burning down an orphanage and stay lawful good.
And
Which still
Matei invented
amazes.
sliced bread twice.
And
He
Dylan
invented
literally
sliced bread,
built
I
a.
invented toast.
Dylan is literally built to create toast.
I'm really glad our campaign's not as normal as Adam's.
I posted in the other chat. I just posted that okay, Party A, we have topped anything you could ever do. we invented bread.
Hang on. Hang on. I
He just messaged. Oh, I can't wait.
Pull Adam in here. Just tell him to be quiet and just listen to this.
No,
shit.
that's a bad idea.
hang on. Yeah, he will talk. Can
Sure.
Vitae get the quote? Can Vitae get the feat, the greatest thing, and I get the feat, the greatest thing since sliced bread?
Vitae can go anywhere and spread the knowledge of sliced bread, and you can make toast anywhere you go.
No, but I mean, you can put that into something you've done. But right now, I just have that Vitae invented sliced bread and Persephone invented toast.
Honestly, if I have a high enough intelligence level, I could start crafting toasters and make a side business.
Roll an intelligence check. Let's see if you can do it.
Vitae
Hey,
looks at
real quick
Persevan
about
and then just reaches out his hand.
What do you seek?
Tis a partnership.
Hey, DM, add a character question real quick.
Go ahead.
Do I still have the ability to raise corpses like I did last time with the ritual thing that takes all night?
Yes, but you cannot revive toast.
I'm not going to revive the toast. I don't want to revive the toast. I wouldn't.
I am bread.
I sent you my selection.
God damn it, Tristan.
And when I'm done with you,
thinking it, I'm
shall-
so glad.
and when I am
So-
done with you, you shall be the living bread, the honest bread.
The walking bread.
Yes. I've
Okay,
seen The Walking Dead. I know how to deal with zombies. You have to destroy the brain, then talk about it for an hour.
And then attract more zombies.
I'm making a knowledge engineering check to see if I can think of blueprints to create a toaster right now.
Okay, let's see it. God damn it.
Oh, first of all, you don't have any engineering knowledge. You do come up with the idea to make more, but you
Oh, wait,
don't know how to do that. You don't know how to actually make it.
Yes!
So basically, in my mind, I'm just
Your
like,
skill is untrained, you can't make that check.
No!
so
Unless
basically,
someone actually has engineering knowledge, you can't.
all right, I'll keep that in mind.
There were no toasters yet!
Basically, in my mind, I'm just like, okay.
I was trying to remember anything else that I invented but was never able to spread in my past lives.
So basically,
The
I
only
just
thing that
went
you
down
remember that
my
you
own
invented, you remember inventing the bread, and you remember that you could spread the butter on it, but you could only spread the butter on the bread and not across town.
You know, I'm trained in knowledge engineering, except I just don't have any skill points in it yet.
You know there's
It's
gonna
not
be a
even
clip.
metaphorically,
I mean,
he's
if
just
you're
like, I
trained
could
in it,
never
you
get the
can
whole
do
town covered in it.
I mean,
No, you're untrained. You're
no,
untrained.
it's a class skill. Sorry, I meant that's a class skill.
Oh, it's a
that's
class.
Okay, guys, I'm letting you guys.
It's a racial thing. It's a racial thing. I have all knowledge because of past lives.
Well, all you can think, all that you do is look at Persephone and think we need to make more head. You don't know how. You just know it needs to be metal.
Don't worry. Don't worry. Next level. I'm putting that 1 point in engineering.
I know.
Oh, you and me both, brother.
It's a class skill. I'll get more. I'll get.
You
Of
know,
course,
you
Lord.
guys already know a blacksmith.
Yeah.
But he's already working on creating the bread slicer.
Oh, Ben, I sent you my selections.
I got your selections.
Oh, good.
Sometimes we need to lock down on this and make it our
All
own.
right. Now, as entertaining of an evening this has been, I feel as though we
Since
may want
morning.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
it's like 11 p.m. right now. You guys woke up at like what time? 8 or 9? I'm
8,
guessing.
I think.
Wait, Ben, I have a
think it's funny
question.
if we spent 3
Cool.
hours.
You guys, Peter spent an hour eating dead people's body parts, and then you guys have spent 2 hours inventing sliced bread and toast.
Not this hasn't been fun, but there's a graveyard nearby. I have a spell that will let me detect the servants of anything evil, and maybe we should get to
And
dealing
we ha-
with the
I
undead
have-
problem.
And I have knowledge that to the north of town there is also supplies we could use on our adventure.
Now, here's my question. Do we have a game plan, so far as the undead problem is concerned, aside from provoke them, then re-kill all of them?
Well,
Oh,
that is a good question.
That tends to be our plan.
You know, from what I've seen, there is an area a little bit to the east. A little bit. Which way did you come from exactly? You may have seen it on your way in.
I believe we approached from the east.
Yeah, we approached.
All right. It's not quite to the east. It's a little south of there. But there was one spot where I was, unfortunately, silly me, I got caught outside during one of their raids. And while I was over there, I noticed that none of them were entering the area that I was in. I don't know what it was about it. It was just a small clearing. Well, still snowy and cold as fuck. But all I know is the undead never entered, and it was quite strange. They stood on the edge and just stared at me.
That it appears as though
It was very unsettling. Thank Lord the general came and took care of the problem. Rest his soul wherever he is.
let me think back to what once occurred in this area. I don't know shit. I rolled a 2, okay? I rolled a 2.
or maybe
Wait,
you just had a brain fart.
guys, out of character, I need to ask something. How do you? I just realized no one ever told me how to add something to a skill when I level up.
What do you mean how to add something to us?
Like add a point.
You increase the ranks.
Okay, so okay. That's what I figured. I just wanted to double check because I did that to diplomacy.
And the amount of
We
ranks
put-
can't be higher than your current level.
Right.
So yeah,
Actually, Peter, that is something for you to do as well. Peter, if you go to your character sheet and go to skills.
Yeah.
Okay. So in your skills, you'll see ranks. You had 1, 2, 3, 4. You had 4 ranks you've put into things.
Yes.
All right. You can now increase 4 different things by as many ranks as you want, so long as it does not the total amount of ranks does not surpass 2.
Say that again, but differently.
You may increase your ranks by a total of 4 without surpassing 2 on any.
So I have 4
individual
points to
rank.
spend, but I can't spend more than 2 on any given thing.
Correct.
You have 4 to spend. The total ranks cannot surpass 2. So diplomacy, you can only add 1 to, but climb you can add 2 to. Basically, the ranks cannot be higher than your.
I get it.
The ranks are your level cap, and you have a set number of points. Proceed.
Wait. Okay. So after this, since I thought I only had 1, I have 4.
Correct.
What's up?
I would like to make another engineering roll.
Did you make one to begin with? Do you have ranks in that?
I now do.
Yeah, he.
Oh,
goes
okay.
Beforehand.
Yes.
So he comes up with the idea for the toaster. That is a perfect roll for this.
Yes, you're basically. First of all, thought I need to come up with something that can make more of them. Vitae looked at you and said, "We need to make more of his head." And Zool thought, "Don't put the head on another body. Make just the head."
Oh,
So the three of us kind of look at each other, and out of the back of my mind, I don't know why, but I'm thinking, I feel like there's a fellow named Jobs who is resonating within us.
Oh god.
I think that's pushing the amount of bullshit I can allow in this.
Vitae holds his hand out flat, hand out flat towards the middle of where they are.
Okay, I've done my
Okay.
thing.
You've done your thing? Okay, cool.
Well, then let me move myself in the proper position for this, because it's going to be legendary. I put my hand over his. This could be an industrial revolution.
Yes, sir. Indeed.
Dart, with your engineering prowess, my unusual fixation with this body, and Vitae's ingenious crafting, I feel as though we could go far.
My XP boosts notes now have that Haka performed his obedience, Vitae invented sliced bread, Persephone invented toast, and Zul invented toaster.
Can you rename this stream? Because if you can, I would very much like to call it something.
I
bread-related.
can't rename it, but like I said, all this
It
would
can have a
be-
different name on YouTube.
Yes, all
I don't
this-
know how to tell Adam that I started a campaign and did it with toast.
Pull him in here so he can hear this shit.
Can we name our party the Bakers?
No, we're the boy band bakers.
I object to this with every fiber of my being.
You know what you gotta say? We developed a new recipe.
Yes. Okay, no, Peter, we're gonna have a democracy here.
We're the BDE.
I just messaged Adam to tell him that my party just invented sliced bread, toast, and the toaster.
His response is going to be, what the fuck, exclamation point, question mark, all caps.
Oh no, the best part is he's in a call with 4 different people that are with like 3 different people from his campaign and Fractal.
If he
So I
tries.
can't wait to hear what he says.
Okay,
about this.
okay. To be honest, also I would like to say this whole thing with the toaster had started as a gag, and I'm happy I did it now. I do not regret
I'm
it.
so happy that it's been gone.
This is our crod.
Anyway,
Oh, God,
would
I
you guys like to do something other than figure out how to?
No, that's all this. No, we're gonna start running an economy campaign where we're just making bread.
Yeah, you've got your economy campaign set, and I'm more than happy to make it.
Like we somehow managed to accomplish all of our preset goals, but instead of killing monsters, we're just running a caravan.
Oh God.
Honestly, our
I
people.
can't
It's during times when you guys aren't trying to kill things that this section is truly glorious.
Yep. But maybe we should get to the killing things. We do have a job to do.
Yes. Onwards. After we put all the hands in the middle.
Oh god.
I thought.
Fine.
By all
Wait, no,
means.
Vitae doesn't like touching people.
No, I do not like to be thrown.
There's a very big difference.
There's a fine line, gentlemen.
Wait, to you there's a fine line between touching someone and throwing them?
Well, yeah,
fuck was
there's
your
touching a
homework,
man and there's
Mark?
tossing him.
I'm not drawing a hand, dear God.
How
I'm
did you
drawing
get the
them.
hand?
You're putting
did
them
you
on
get
my
the hand?
shield.
Hands. No, you weren't there before. There, hands.
Here's my hand.
You didn't help,
Are
Jun.
you putting your hand in too?
I said, why not?
As I say,
Oh,
are you just like
included.
severely disappointed and done with the group? Are you quitting the campaign?
No, yes to the first, no to the second.
There you go. He's wearing a black glove.
Is it Vitae wrapped in bandages?
Yes.
All right, now you're just getting picky.
We
Gentlemen,
just invented the toaster, sliced
Huzzah!
bread, and toast.
Can we just
could
have our
be
go
there.
bear moment?
I added a few bandages. That's totally not semen.
Gentlemen, can we just have our go bears moment already?
Go toast.
Whoa! Alright, onward we go.
All right.
Wait, where are we going?
To the north to get the supplies, then to the clearing.
Very well. Let us proceed.
Ben, do you have the map set up?
I have the map prepared for the first location.
To the
I
north.
threw Vitae away accidentally off the screen.
I stop as I'm leaving the bar. Wait, there is one thing I need to go tend to first. Rally Kragus and meet at the north exit of the town. I'll be
I'm
back.
not waking up the half-orc. I'm pretty sure he will kill me if I try to wake him up.
Fine. I run over to the inn, and I do an intimidate check to yell him awake.
Fucking go for it.
Getting to my skill list now.
Oh god, I swear to God.
You guys are gonna love what I say.
Oh, let's hear it. Even if you don't roll high enough, I want to hear you shout it.
Yeah, honestly, it's either gonna result in him shooting up in fear or just being like,
Fuck you.
Okay. I open the door quickly, poke my head in, and shout, Kragus, you giant red Hulk ripoff! It's almost noon. Get your life together.
What is the Hulk?
You're not near enough to hear it.
I
God
yelling,
damn it!
though.
Make a reflex saving throw.
Oh. Where do I find reflex?
Under defense.
Oh, I rolled a nat 20 on history of what the Hulk is.
Reflex saving throw.
You did the entire comic
No,
book.
you can't roll history for things in the.
Hey, I made it.
I can't breathe.
I think I can with a nat 20.
Kragus doesn't even stir awake, but his fist from the bed and strikes the wall next to you as you duck out of the way and slam the door behind you.
As I run to the medic's tent, I just say one thing in my head. Noted.
Oh god.
But yeah, that nat 20 on the history of the Hulk.
Do it. Do
You
it.
can't learn about the future with a history check.
All right, how about this? How
No.
about this? He's just like, he just quietly says to himself,
No. Allow me to propose something here, Ben. In one of his, Tristan, you're gonna need to disagree or agree with me on this. In one of your past lives, you were a magician who basically cast a spell that brought the comic books from the future and learnt about the Hulk.
You can't use it in any other context.
Time travel.
Yeah, we're bringing time travel.
Well,
We
how about
just
this?
made the
I agree.
toaster.
How about this? How
What?
about this? He rolled the nat 20. How about we just say he got the joke, and that's the end of it?
Okay, yeah, no, just even
How about we just say you didn't call him a Hulk ripoff? Because you don't know what the Hulk is.
I call railroading.
Ben, we just invented the toaster without electricity.
Yes,
Invented
I
it
know.
with
I'm
magic.
running. No, I'm running a campaign. You don't need electricity. He's a fucking android.
No, for the other toasters we're building.
Yeah, you know that you have to take the toaster off the body. You just don't know how to make it yet.
We're gonna build a bakery. It'll be unbelievable.
God, I'm running the campaign of 3 Hendersons.
Isn't it amazing that for once I'm actually not the guy derailing everything, and I'm playing stated
No,
life
you're not the
goals
one
for
derailing
everyone.
everything. But
the-
I'll be patient. It'll come.
I mean, and granted, I'm playing a character whose stated life religious goal is to turn everybody into the undead. That's kind of impressive that I'm the least disruptive.
All
It's
right.
gonna be hard for you to turn everyone in when 2 out of the party can't.
God,
really
my
be turned
favorite
into
line from
undead.
my D&D session I was in on Sunday. Why is the barbarian the moral compass? That was actually said during my campaign. This seems to be a theme with things I'm involved in. Anyway,
All right. So I go to the medic tent and I turn to the drunk that I had attacked and healed yesterday, and I ask him, "How are you holding up there, son?"
oh, well, doing a fair bit better. They told me not to walk a bit. You didn't get too deep, but you did cut my stomach a little bit. So
Again,
I guess it's all right. I guess maybe it'll be good for me to not drink for a few days.
Well, I suppose it's more useful to be more in control of your cognitive functions. Though it does probe me to ask one question. We are going to be leaving town for a while, so I don't know when I'll be back, or if at all. So, may I ask, what made you want to drink in the first place?
What? Do you not feel temperature? Do you have any idea how fucking cold it is all the time and how much work it takes to survive here.
No further questions.
Every now and then, it's kind of nice to forget. That's kind of why we do it. But, you can't run away from the past. You can't forget things forever. You gotta deal with them.
Forget things?
Well, if you drink enough, you will.
Is it? I know it's not exactly my place, especially considering I'm the reason you're here. But has something occurred in your past?
Well, I think for now I'd like to just rest. Maybe, well, I can tell that you're learning your way around things.
I get up.
With
I get up
you might
and-
want it, but
Hello, it's me, your friendly neighborhood priest of Urgathoa. Don't panic. I'm just here to check with the party leader.
All right. What is
get
it
it.
you seek?
Priest, are we heading out?
Yes, I've wrapped things up here nicely. I'll be at the entrance presently.
I get it. Priest in a hospital, not usually a good sign. Nobody summoned me. I'm just here to check up with my boss.
oh, thank God.
Oh
Anyway.
God, can we get that as a meme now? The moment when you think you're getting better, and then the priest walks into your room.
I
Yeah,
turn-
Doc, I'm feeling better. But Father Jonathan, no, why are you here?
Because okay, Ben, I have to explain because there's a meme going around on Reddit. It's
No, we are moving on.
okay.
I
I'm
turn to the
explaining why you're
drunk.
moving on.
I turn to the drunk and I tell him, there are many things I'm still learning, and I'm thankful for teaching me at least one imperative thing. But in terms of pain of the past, I'm quite familiar. I turn and walk away, and I go meet up with the others.
All right.
So are we just leaving without the giant red man?
Yes, tis better this way.
Are we sure?
Well,
I
someone
feel like we want everyone.
Hold on. Hey, Vitae, why don't you go wake up Kragus?
All right.
I'll come with you.
I suppose I shall accompany him.
No. I would let them learn.
Oh boy. I shout to them, even though they're clearly out of earshot. I do hope you know there's a hole in the wall next to the door for a reason.
Zool knows this because he was in the room with Kragus and also was thrown by Kragus. You had shit thrown at you.
Hello, Vitae. Listen, I know you probably want to throw people, and I just want to say, yeah, I get that.
Does not-
Kragus.
Hello, Craig. That's what I meant.
Okay.
Kragus is
Hello,
so out
Kragus.
cold.
Listen, I get it. You've been woken up. Nobody likes waking up. Before you
He's
throw
not
me, though-
awake. He's still sleeping.
Oh.
Tristan.
Another
Make a reflex saving check. Jesus Christ, you moron.
Did I wake him by walking in the room?
No, Tristan.
Vitae made a handle animal check on Craig.
Please,
Can I make a get the fuck out of the way check?
You can leave the room.
Please, for the love of God. If-
Oh God,
listen
no.
To me. Listen to me. If
Oh
Haka-
God, yes.
If Haka ever gets crit 20'd by Kragus in his sleep, please tell me that the punch just hits him so hard he dissolves into dust and the cloak just falls.
Wait, you know what? Wait. I have a question. Does this game have the concept of stacking like Magic does? Out of character.
Stack, like, no.
Is it possible for me to
unless you-
cast a spell before Kragus throws the other guy out of the room?
Only if you want to roll initiative
No.
for combat with an unconscious person.
Wait, he's gonna throw him without waking up?
No, he's not gonna throw him. Oh, he should have thrown.
Shut up, but no, this is better.
So, Vitae, what were you planning on doing with that handle animal check?
I don't know. It just seemed appropriate for some reason. Waking the sleeping bear.
Oh God, I can't breathe.
This
You
is
poke Kragus with your scabbard. Without waking, he pulls the scabbard and sword towards him, lunging you forward, and he punches you in the face, and you take 2 non-lethal damage.
Ow.
I just sent James a message in the chat. Congrats, you just hit Tristan. He's gonna be so confused.
I just can't wait until he finds out you tried to handle.
Oh, this is delightful.
This is by far my favorite stream I've ever done. Holy shit, I have not laughed
We
this.
invented bread, toasted it, and then created.
Okay, is the zombie dude, is the headless guy awake yet or not?
The what?
The headless guy, the big red fucker.
He has a
He
head.
had, first off, he has a head. Second, he
Oh.
does not wake up.
Okay,
You're not
here's what I'm gonna do.
Guys, you're not waking Craig.
Wait, I have
Oh,
a
wait.
solution.
No, let him try
I
again. Let
turn
him.
to Haka. I turn to Haka and say, "Doth thee hast a bowl of warmeth water?"
No.
Try again. I dare you. Zool just shouts, "You want to try that again?"
Okay,
Hold
here's my
on.
solution. No, come back.
What's
I
funny?
need to get a bowl of warm water.
Guys, let me speak out of character. You are not going to wake Kragus. I have different plans for him. Okay?
He just can't
We're gonna
wake up.
do-
Okay.
Vite goes to the
Yes,
bar.
he's not waking up.
Still,
I-
it's the
I'll
same
tell you
one.
right
I'm
now,
going
wait,
back
guys,
to my
Vite
horse.
goes to the bar.
He will not wake up without a nat 20.
I needeth a bowl of warm water.
But
No questions asked.
oh, is this about the sliced bread?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, by all means. You need-
You're going to explain that you need your head intact.
Okay. I take the bowl of warm water.
He's trying again.
I put Kragus' head in the bowl of warm water.
That's a headline. roll,
You
bitch.
better hope he's not too perceptive. If he can track the fingerprints to Vitae, Vitae is gonna be not Vitae.
All right. Note to self: Kragus starts the campaign with a Constitution saving throw to not piss himself.
Oh
If
my
he does, he's probably gonna run through town screaming, "Who did this to Kratos?"
No, wait. Okay, I'm gonna add something onto it. Zool goes back and writes a note for Kragus explaining what Vitae did.
All right. I've marked in my XP boost that Kragus starts the session with a saving.
Okay, and make sure you have the notes that Zool left a note about what Vitae did.
Okay.
Because I would all for this given to the right person.
All right. Anyway, you all make your way out. After a decent amount of travel heading north, you come to an area where off to your right, to the east, you can see a small shack. Now, pardon the drawings because this is how I have to work with it.
Was it a love shack?
Oh my god. We've entered Flatland.
It's Paper Mario.
I did my damnedest. Fuck you.
Look, it's my high school math notebook. Just minus the obscenities.
That sounds
I'm
better,
real-
more appropriate.
Mine was a lot of mazes. I made a lot of mazes for some reason.
Look, this one right here, this building over here almost kind of looks like that stupid S that everybody drew.
Oh,
The bullet
hey,
building.
I knew that. I know exactly what that stupid S you're talking about is.
Oh god, I haven't thought about that in years.
All right. So, anyway, all of the green outlined white things are trees covered in snow. The blue is the little dugout path in the tundra.
The brown is the cabin.
Yeah, it's a cabin. The reason
Or
it's
as-
patchy is because there's snow all over.
No, as Trissy calls it, the love shack.
Love shack, baby, yeah.
All right, and I believe that's everything I had to give you guys. Still, you still haven't finished with your horse. Yeah, that stupid Cyborg's giant soap. There it is.
What did you say? It cut out.
That stupid Cyborg's giant soap bar. You still haven't statted that yet, so we'll have to make sure to do that.
Yeah. I'm just saying that in canon, I have yet to be able to whistle properly to call him.
Yeah, every time you've tried to whistle, it's just made the toe thing wiggle up and down and squeak.
So it's been adorable.
You're just like, hang on, maybe if I whistle.
Is he a goat?
I turned to him
it's
and
squeaking
said-
of metal against metal.
I turn to him and say, "Never make that comparison again."
No, that was out of character. That was out of character.
Okay.
All right. So, from where you are, you can see the cabin. Make a perception check.
Okay. My character sheet takes forever to come up.
Hey, did we say we're near the graveyard?
No, the graveyard's to the other side. We came here because there were supposed to be supplies we could use.
Okay. I'm gonna. Hey, how many times can I cast a spell per day?
Once.
In total, you can cast, you can cast 3 first level and 4 0 level. So you've prepared, them, I believe, for 1 cast each because you picked them 1 time.
Oh, okay.
Okay, finally, rolling perception.
Should we all roll perception?
Yes.
Please. Considering that I'm not too perceptive.
Okay.
You
All right,
are a
rolling
toaster, in
perception.
fact.
Yes.
Woo!
Bear in mind the
So I
last time I
thought-
Whoa,
perceive-
Matei!
It's a
Damn it.
16 plus
I
4.
perceived something, I missed it, and then rubbed my face a little bit to make it shinier, and then I saw better.
You
That is
could
true.
see. You could see because of all the flakes of bread.
To be fair, now is when flakes of bread would actually be. Actually, come to think of it, could I pull out my crumb tray and use that as an improvised weapon?
I'm pretty sure Ben's
Anyway,
about
you see-
ridiculous.
Anyway, you turn and see to the front of the shack at the door two very scraggly and holding creatures falling, humanoids that are just like falling apart, and they're beating against the door. And Peter, you recognize that these are in fact zombies.
Awesome.
I am going to enter stealth. I
I'm
have not entered stealth properly.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna.
going to do the same.
Vitae attempts to crouch in the snow, and immediately a very and instantly all of his armor decides to clack together at one time, and one of the zombies notices.
Zool gets a 0, so Zool just shouts, "Hey, I'm using stealth!" No. No, okay, Ben, you're not gonna understand this. No one here except for
Oh
Tristan
my god, you have a -6 to stealth.
I know.
I roll to stealth.
No, okay, wait, before
No, you're not rolling for stealth. You guys are rolling for the fucking initiative.
after that, yeah, but okay.
All right.
Okay,
So
wait,
the way
wait,
it works, all right, right click and
Hey Ben, could you do me a favor real quick?
add turn.
Woo!
I have sent you the link to one of the spells that I have prepared, and I'm not entirely certain on what the instructions are saying it can do. Is the duration how long the spell lasts, or how long it takes to do it?
The duration is how long it lasts.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So using it now would be a dumb idea.
Okay. I'm gonna say
Whoa.
some. Okay, Ben, I have a request out of character really quick. I would
Okay.
like to tell Sean that I use stealth just to make his eyes twitch. He hates when I say I use stealth because I'm always shit at it on streams.
Can I,
And also
is
the
it
things
possible-
Zool
is
with
it
no
possible to
knowledge about
use
why
stealth
shouts
during
stealth
fights?
grenades.
Is it possible to enter stealth during fights?
No.
You can, yes. Hide is an action you can take.
Alrighty then. Noted.
No, Dan. Peter, you gotta make your initiative roll.
No,
Oh
I
shit!
put
Sorry.
mine in, so
Boy. Hang on. Let me get my sheet up.
Alright, dealing with undead, let's go with
Is that under skills? No.
No, it is in the very first page.
4. INT initiative, right? Yeah.
Yes. No, it's intelligence.
Shit.
INIT.
apparently you are very smart.
Huh.
But Zool is still
Oh.
smarter because Zool invented the toaster.
Ben,
Yes.
for the sake of convenience, my studied target, I know that if we didn't If we don't keep track of this somehow, it's going to be a pain in the ass. I have 3 circles. Can I make my red circle the number of the zombie that I've studied? So zombie one.
When you make a study target, I will highlight them with an actual circle.
Anyway, I got a 16.
Yep, I've added that for you. I just gotta find the initiative. So.
But in all seriousness, can I, when this fight is over, can I make a weapons check to see if I can turn my crumb tray into an actual weapon? So it's not improvised anymore, like I'm proficient with it in some way.
Your what?
My crumb tray.
We'll see.
That's gonna be homebrew with Adam.
Honestly, if I could bring it to the blacksmith, he could sharpen it.
What have we done to this campaign in only a few short hours?
Oh Jesus, so many things.
We've made it greater than sliced bread.
No, we invented sliced bread.
We
Alright,
have
so
at least
first
made
one-
it at the level of.
The first one up is Zuldart.
Okay, that's C. Alright, that's not the mouse is not hooked up to the computer, so that's C.
It would help if it was.
Where am I?
Hooked up.
Okay, there I am. Okay, there we go. Oh, it's because I'm using the other laptop to do my rolls.
Where are you?
I'm gonna be right back. I have to use the facilities.
Go ahead.
Fuck.
I'm so sorry.
Sleep, I cannot dream tonight. I need somebody and always.
Okay. I take the front line and move here.
No, you do not.
There's another zombie, isn't there?
There is not another zombie. However, immediately upon stepping into the snow, you realize that you do not move nearly as fast as you anticipated.
It's snow.
I didn't know. I should.
Difficult terrain.
Okay, wait. We
No.
made a 20
Okay.
on. We had a 20 on perception check. We should have been able to tell the snow level.
I told you guys that the snow okay. The snow that you are standing on is a path. I told you everywhere else it is really high. It is up to your waist.
Oh, I did not know that. So then, okay.
You are trudging.
Yeah, would you like to change your action?
Yes.
Okay.
I missed that part because my headset's been cutting out.
That's okay. I think I mentioned that it was high. I don't think that I got to the point of how high it was.
Yeah, because you started talking about how we made toast again.
Well, it's kind of been the one thing you've been bringing up. There's 30 feet.
No, it'd be right here. For back here to here.
I love how toast has distracted
one
us.
more.
from
Oh,
the
no, I'm
campaign.
off one. Okay. Look, toast is great.
All right, Percival.
Right, my move. Okay,
Dante would be proud of us.
okay, I move here, and I would first. Can I first study them at this range?
Is there a range on that?
Checking. Because if not, I'm studying the one closest to us. Alright, checking on character sheet. God damn it. I really can't wait until we're out of this hotel and at a rental house. This is going to be so much easier.
Mm.
Okay. Abilities. Alright. What the fuck? Where are the rest of my abilities?
You don't have abilities. You're not special enough for them.
Up thine. Oh, here it is. Set the wrong thing. Okay, track. Oh, an opponent I can see. So I can see up to 60 feet. So I just grab that good old ruler. Oh, so close. Okay. In that case, I will just, I'll be here. End of turn.
Where? I can't. Eh.
Right in front of Zool.
Yeah. I got a bunch of stuff in front of me.
Okie dokie.
I can
Yeah.
see it now.
I'm to the right and up one of Zuldar.
All right. Now it is.
and during that time period, I managed to explain to Fractal the concept of stealth grenades. No, we did a Metal Gear Solid stream during my senior year of high school. During said stream, I got grenades, and I just started throwing them, screaming, "I'm a master of stealth," and Zach shouted stealth grenades on top of it.
Adam said, "Okay, we can top it."
How?
Oh, no.
How could they top this?
We'll find out. All right, Peter, why are you sending me this spell?
He left to do things. Well, use the facilities.
Important thing.
Urinary things.
You're in Aries.
How much longer are we going? Okay, like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
We gotta-
I was
7
planning
minutes.
on getting. The main plan was to get you guys through this encounter.
7 minutes. 7 minutes is all I can spare to play with you. No one gets my reference. That or no one wants to actually acknowledge that game's existence.
What, Metal Gear?
Computer.
No, it's a Wesker. From Resident Evil 5.
Well, never mind.
All right. How soon's Peter getting back?
Ask
Probably
Adam.
soon. If it's just the bathroom, I wouldn't imagine he'd be long.
Oh, okay. If it's just the bathroom, then we're good.
7 years later.
Don't you fucking play games with us.
How this has been going? I mean, how long did we spend in town inventing toast?
A decent amount of time, and it was worth every second.
I'm back. What's
Now
going
we
on?
need to. Now that we've invented toast,
turn
we
for
need to
combat.
make sandwiches.
It's my turn for combat.
Yes.
Yes.
It is.
Okay. Let me just get down to where the skeletons are, I guess. Do I have enough movement to get there?
You can't get through the snow. You have to take the path.
I'm on a horse.
It's.
I'm pretty
Ben,
sure you know
Ben,
horses are encumbered by
wait.
this.
Do you know about how high the snow is?
It is waist height on a humanoid, on a medium humanoid creature. So if
Then a
you
horse
guys-
should be able to get through it. It's a big horse. It's like a
It is a big
Clydesdale
horse.
sized
The horse still can't get through it at full speed. But it can
Okay,
go
so how
better
far?
than a horse.
So what's the path?
What's the speed on your horse?
Everything in the blue.
Yeah, everything within the blue where you guys are is the pathway.
Is my horse a separate character?
Yes.
Your horse, Harrow, yes.
Named it Harrow. Lucky.
Yeah.
His is called Soapbox.
Essentially.
There were like no stats filled out on this sheet.
Yeah, that's weird. Hang on a sec.
Then the horse has no stats. The horse cannot move. The horse is a mute.
You know, how far are we actually from making sandwiches?
Damn it.
We need to invent
No
mayonnaise.
horse.
Okay.
We can definitely find meat and cheese.
A
Now
horse
we got
has a speed of
that.
50
Okay.
We
feet.
need to invent mayonnaise.
Peter.
Yes.
A horse has a speed of 50 feet, whereas a normal person, like
30.
you guys, can only get half your speed through. The horse can get about 4/5, so you can get 40 feet worth of snow movement. If you start from where you are and head into the snow, that's 10 feet out of the snow, which means that you're going to end up getting a total between the whole thing of about 35 feet if you head straight through the snow from where you are.
And how far away are they?
Like 60 feet.
The shortest distance between any 2 points is a wrinkle in
No.
time.
How many feet are they away?
There is a ruler on the side of your screen. It is the little thing with marks on it. It's
The
the
ruler.
5th item down.
I see it. I clicked
Yeah,
it.
then you click and drag like this to see the distance. And basically, it's every space is 5 feet, but on diagonals it gets confusing, so it's useless.
Okay, so stop doing that so I can do it. So
You can have multiple up at a time. Click and drag. And start on yourself.
okay.
It
That's
is
not-
very
there you go.
far.
So way too far.
To the point where Zool is amazed that anyone even saw said
How far
zombies.
can I move otherwise if I'm not in the snow?
Actually, dude, there's a lot of vision that you got that a person has. Plus, I think somebody got like a 20. So,
Yeah, that was
you can
Vitae.
see it. Yeah, so yeah, you can see it.
So how far can I move if I'm not in the snow? If I'm on the path?
50 feet.
And in the snow I can go 40 feet?
Because you're starting with an extra 10 feet out of the snow, you'd get 35 total if you head straight into it.
I'm gonna head just straight into it.
All right. And all those green, remember, all the green squares are trees. And there's no significance to the lines on them. I just made different patterns, so if you guys had to identify a tree, you could say the way that I'd made the little pattern in it.
So these are trees?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I'm also drawing my scythe.
All right, you draw your scythe. And is that all?
I mean, I can't move anymore, so yes.
All right, we move on to the first zombie. And he is going to move to there. And now it is the Tay's turn.
Done.
All right. No, but Steve, if you guys hadn't got a 20, I was gonna say the most you there were humanoid creatures. I wasn't gonna say what they were. Zool.
Oh, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, that's it.
First of on.
Ready. Okay. They're moving through the snow. This is our chance.
Nat 1, Nat 1, Nat 1.
Okay. I am studying.
How?
I'm using first studied on.
No, wait.
Hang on,
How-
wait.
He crossed through the snow.
What? No, I didn't.
Yeah, you crossed through the snow to get there.
Oh.
So
Okay.
you
Let
wouldn't
me
be able to get that far.
pull back. Sorry about that.
That's okay. I'd say you could get about to here if you want. If you don't want to go through the snow, you can head that way. Yeah, to. You can cut the corner to go to here if you want to, but this would be a little.
Okay, so I move 25 feet here, and then I move one ahead. And I'm going
I guess that does work.
All right.
I'm back.
Then,
Disconnected. I'm back.
all right, they're both within studied range. I am going to use first studied on the one that's further away. So the one to the bottom right. Out of
This
the two.
one? Yeah, fuck. There we go. So this one?
Yes.
All right. Go ahead and give you a little circle.
You made
How do I ping again?
hold, click and hold.
Click and hold when you have the pointer selected.
There we go.
Yep.
Yeah, that guy. Fuck that guy.
All right, there's your studied target. Cool.
Nice.
So now we move on to Haka Dorobo.
Apparently the skeletons are coming right the fuck at me.
yes.
You are the
that's
closest
what
one.
You know, it's odd. It's almost like an undead priest is like a beacon to the undead.
Hey, it's odd. It's almost like I'm gonna kill you and repurpose you as a fucking stool.
You know, it's stupid.
I'll leave it
that
to you
you
to decide if
repurpose
that was
a
in
toaster
character
as
or
a
not.
fucking stool.
I'll leave it to you to figure out if that makes more sense in character or out of character.
Well, it's stupid either way. I'm a toaster. Why would you make me a stool? And to my knowledge, I'm the only toaster in the entire world. Why would you make a gold mine a stool?
Maybe I'll just cut
That
out
would be
everything
very
except the
warm.
toaster part.
Until Zool learns to invent more
Haka,
toasters.
go!
I attack that skeleton with my
All right.
scythe.
Roll your scythe.
Are they skeletons or do they have meat on them?
Oh,
They're
there's zombies.
Cool.
Hey,
Wait.
we're gonna get to a
I need to clarify here. Are they like the skeletons where they are resistant to slashing?
I know skeletons are resistant to slashing. Let me double check this. They do have.
Zombies have flesh, which means you can cut them.
I need to. Not always. It depends on.
Not damage reduction to slashing.
Fucking called it. Everyone use your combat scabbards.
But does your character know that?
Your character doesn't know that.
Fuck. Well, that
Well,
should be.
learn from experience.
That's why I wasn't telling you. Peter, go ahead and make your attack.
Okay, let me just pull up my attack sheet.
It's also a thing I wanted to make sure you knew, unlike the skeletons, which we didn't know until the third attack.
Well,
No, yeah, that was on the paper. I didn't check it. Now that's
so
like the
I
first
can
thing that I checked.
actually hurt them with my scythe.
but they're zombies. Don't they get slash damage?
Zombies are resistant.
To slash damage?
You don't know that.
Bitch. Bitch. Fine, what am I rolling? Attack? Strength?
Attack.
You go to attacks and you go to your scythe and you click the die next to it.
Oh, there it is. Natural weapon. Scythe.
Oh, you're in luck. Yours actually can do piercing damage.
Fuck yeah.
So with a heavy downward swing from your scythe, the tip buries itself in the shoulder of the zombie, and the zombie, while not feeling pain, clearly crumples slightly on that shoulder as you rip the scythe out of it.
Awesome.
Congrats, you crippled the undead.
All right, now we are on to that zombie.
I wonder if he's cool with what you did.
He is not. He is going to try to bite your horse.
That sounds dirty. I can't be the only one who thinks that, right?
So I've been doing it dumb. I just realized I could be controlling Zool entirely through my other computer.
I also realized that I could be rolling all of the mobs as one turn instead of going by them separately.
Yeah. We appreciate the effort.
All right. Why does it not actually? Sorry, it says there's supposed to be a specific thing. I guess it doesn't matter for this attack. Anyway. Woof, 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 ish. Ah. The zombie takes a heavy swing with both of its arms, crashing down onto the horse and dealing 10 damage.
Oh,
Ouch.
fuckerations.
How much health does the horse have?
That depends, because the horse that I found initially only had 15 HP.
Well, then
So,
he's 2/3 of the way.
Your
there.
horse is not in good shape.
I think this is the moment where the priest of the undead should
We're gonna
do
say your
something
horse has 22 HP. That's the
even
max amount
more
your horse
out
can
of
have.
character, and just throw his hands up and say, maybe we should try diplomacy.
You're about
Actually-
to try diplomacy with slavering zombies.
It's either that or let your horse die.
Okay,
Actually, by the way, Peter, your horse
You cut out there. I can't hear what you're saying.
your horse can make attacks during your turn.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, I thought you were going to say your horse actually can roll for diplomacy.
So they're about to kill my horse, is what you're saying.
And they took a swing at your horse. One of them took a swing at your horse and damaged it, but I'm saying your horse can hit back.
look at his
Then
horse.
let's make
his
the horse hit
is
back.
dead.
All right. I'll go ahead and roll the dice here so we don't.
Yeah.
So you get.
It's gonna do that whole rearing up and smashing its hooves down on him thing.
Yep, and it gets 2 attacks for that.
Please tell me it gets to crush its body.
So the horse rears up and it swings the first hoof, which doesn't go very far, and the next one just lightly taps against the front of the zombie and doesn't do anything to it.
Cool.
Also,
My horse is an idiot.
I'm also still calling bullshit on Adam's claim that that Party A did something better than invent sliced bread and the toaster in the same session.
Well, we didn't invent the toaster. We thought of the idea. It's in beta.
Vitae.
Vitae, now's the time.
Vitae, do your
Vitae?
Vitae?
Where is he?
Yeah.
It's your
It's your
turn.
Oh, is it? I was waiting. I thought it was still someone else's turn.
Nope.
All right. So let's see. If I'm gonna cross, so I'll be trapped in the snow about here.
All right.
I'll be right back. I have to pee.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, Vegeta.
About 100 miles away.
I need to use the bathroom. Okay, buddy. About 100 miles away. He
He has a very nervous bladder.
So, thoughts on the idea?
God damn it, Nappa! All right,
So-
the second zombie, he is going to turn towards all of you, and he is going to move that far because he's too dumb to leave the snow.
Well,
And
it's
now
a
it is
zombie. They're not exactly
Zool's.
known for their brains.
Please tell me Zool could start being used.
It is now Zuul's turn.
Yes, Zool
Oh.
could be useful!
Actually, I just reread the zombie stats, so Peter's scythe actually does slash across and deal the damage.
So they do slash damage. Thank
They
you.
do take slash damage. These ones specifically don't have it.
Okay, fine.
Okay, so since
The
that's
point is I
It's
heard
a
it.
variant.
then good, I hit it with my normal sword. 16.
All right. You take a heavy swing across with your blade and cut across the zombie and slash into the zombie, cutting off the forearm and hand.
Bet's still
Still
alive?
alive. Yeah, still alive.
Okay, well, that's all I can do this turn.
They're zombies. They fall apart. It happens.
It's funny you say that.
Persimmon.
Toaster, would you like to help?
Gladly. All right, so let's see here. Perfect. All right, I move. Now I am going to slice at the damn thing.
Go for it.
Okay.
And I
hold
believe
on.
you get a +1 to your attack roll and your damage.
How do
from
I
studying.
apply that?
Oh, I'm just gonna add it mentally. It's not that hard.
Okay, it goes to my damage or to my likelihood.
It actually goes to both.
Oh, perfect.
Last I checked, it does both. I can double check.
Oh, that's why it was confusing. I still have my short sword on my attacks. I'll have to get
Oh
rid
yeah,
of
you never removed that.
that. Yeah, Ben, can you do that? Can you do that later? Just because this is gonna be a pain in the ass otherwise.
What
It's
to
mine.
remove it?
Yeah, it always seems to have fuck with my computer.
There
Okay,
you go. It's gone.
thank you. All right. How much damage has this Zombo sustained?
It is bloodied. I can tell you that much.
I mean,
Alright,
it's a zombie,
perfect.
so it's already bloody.
No, bloodied is a term meaning that they have half HP. Both of the zombies have been bloodied at this point.
I'm going. Okay, I run down the pathway, hop over Zuldart, land in front of him. I rear back my foot. The blade from the front of the shoe comes out, and I try to slam it into the bottom of the zombie's chair.
All right. First off, make an acrobatics check.
Okay.
That one.
He's jumping over you.
Oh, no.
Okay, you did it.
Oh,
Yeah, you
okay.
successfully leap over the back of Zuldart, and with bringing your blade back, your boot back, the blade comes out, and you swing your shoe underneath. And where were you attacking him again? You had targeted somewhere.
I'm aiming for the bottom of his chin, so the blade will basically go up and
Through the skull.
Your foot strikes up into the head, and the blade enters his skull behind the chin, lifting the head off of the body. And the zombie takes its last breath and dies with your blade through its chin up into it.
Yeah, you notice after we fixed our weapons, we're actually doing good damage now.
when it drops to the ground, I say, "That's a little something I improved."
from the town.
Hey, Steve, his blade boot does piercing damage. If that was a skeleton, it still would have done a lot of hits.
Oh,
You
yeah.
guys have been using the wrong weapons for the other combat.
Well,
Yeah,
besides
I'm so
that, I'm
glad
just
that we-
saying in general, like since the past two two past runs, where
We're just doing better in general.
yeah, well, it's also the thing like there was the skeletons, and then there was the fact that all your weapons were strength based when you're a dex based character.
Yeah, I'm so glad that this is organized. Anywho's will be one down, one to go.
All right. Now we move on to Haka.
Okay, I'm gonna just take another swing at this fucker.
Go for
Luke.
it.
No, you know what? First, I'm gonna let my horse try to smash him.
All right. Horse is going to swing.
New nickname alert. New nickname alert. Hakalug.
I'm gonna kill you.
Hakalulu!
Your horse takes a step forward and rears back. It swings one hoof down, missing, but the next one that comes down knocks the zombie on the head, and that will deal 2 damage. Wait, no. That will deal 3 damage.
Cool. Hey, I have a question. How much longer does this session last after this?
Till that I think till the zombie is dead.
It's supposed to end at 1. When the zombie is dead, there's like not too much left you have to do. The zombie.
How much more health does this zombie have?
Not much. I can't give you.
You know what the hell with it. I'm just gonna swing at it with the scythe.
All right, go for it.
Okay. Because I realized if I was to cast a spell, that would take up my action for the turn. Which is insane because the spell only works for 1 minute.
Yes, but every round is 6 seconds.
Oh.
So it lasts a total of 10 combat turns.
So now that you've got a time frame,
Sorry, I forget that you don't know all of them.
Why is it blue?
That is, I think, oh, because he got max damage on one of the 2 dice. I think.
And he got
Yeah.
crit fail on one of the other damage.
Oh yeah, you got a crit fail
Oh, wait,
on your
that's
attack.
working. So yeah, there's no way that's unless these things have like absurdly low AC.
So you bring the
He
scythe
rolled
up
a nat
over your
one on
head
his
and
attack.
swing it down towards the zombie. But as your horse is turning to give you the distance, you misjudge. Your hand smacks into the side of the zombie's head, and reeling back in pain, you drop the scythe down.
I dropped my scythe on the ground.
Yes.
wow. Ladies
And
gentlemen,
now, while you have taken this swing, the zombie is going to try to bite into your hand.
Ben, I can't hear you.
The zombie's going to try to bite your hand.
Oh, okay.
so I hope you're ready for
An
a
AC
taste of
check.
absolute irony.
See, I believe that. Give me 1 second, because I've been trying to find a specific thing that where is it?
Well,
Right.
this was a productive session.
Oh, wait, wrong guy.
We have made the world a better place. Now we just need to make sandwiches.
All right. I believe that's going to beat your AC. And it is. He is going. So, as you kind of reel back in pain, the zombie grabs onto your arm, bite out of your hand. And
Does the fact that I'm wearing big ass leather gloves make any difference?
No, it does not.
Ouch.
That is going to deal 2 damage to you, so it's not that much, but I need to also make I believe.
I have a question. Do I now have to cut off Peter's hand because he was bit by a zombie?
Yeah, you need to make a fort saving throw.
I should
Better
point out I have
succeed.
natural immunity to diseases of some kind, or a defense against diseases.
Can you give me the details on that?
I'm trying to find where it is. I know it's there.
Yeah, because if not, then that is textbook irony.
And I'm cutting off your hand.
I'll cut off my own hand.
Undeath.
Shut it. Vitae, stop being an edgelord.
I'm not an edgelord. I'm just immune to not be. I'm just immune to becoming undead.
Let me. I'm gonna look through your sheet because I'm pretty sure it's somewhere in thing or something.
I mean, for his sake, I hope that's true. Otherwise, he's gonna go. Otherwise, he's gonna have to pull a Barret or a Yang.
Or roll a fortitude save.
+1 trait bonus on saving throws against critical enemies. So you just
Well,
get
that's good.
+1.
Okay, so I knew there was something. So what am I throwing? Fortitude?
Fortitude saving throw. It's under defense.
That's under skills. Oh, that's under defense. Okay, so we add +1 to it.
Yeah, I will add +1 to it. Don't worry.
A 15.
All right, so you got a 15, and I believe they don't give me the fucking con modifier. One sec. Oh, right. I'm an idiot.
Pierre, the reason I say Zool will cut off your hand, because Zool has a sword that's easier to cut off a hand with, where you have a scythe.
I have a dagger.
Oh, you do have a dagger? I thought you only had the scythe.
No, I
Are
also
you
have
guys
daggers.
actually gonna cut off his hand?
If it's an effect, the effect I think it is, yes.
Okay. Well, is his fortitude high enough to be able to not?
So the zombie's teeth get into your skin and make cut and dig into it, and you can feel something trying to force its way into your body, but you're able to repel it and pull your hand away from the zombie.
Oh,
Awesome.
okay. No
Good, you gotta
amputations
keep your
then,
hand.
for now.
Okay, Ben, I have a question. Is this the type of SAS effect I think it is?
I believe it is the kind you think that it is, but I don't think you know exactly how it works in this
I don't know how
sense.
it works in this sense, but yeah.
Tumblr is proof that madness is contagious. It turns out the 12th century peasants were right.
I mean,
Out of character, but
Exactly correct.
Zool's turn.
It is now Vitay's turn.
Oh no, it's
Out of
Vitay.
character and exactly correct, Peter.
No, Vitay doesn't get a turn because he's Vitay.
My turn is now over.
Okay, Zool definitely has more.
Oh,
than
you guys have ranged weapons. You're not using them.
I
I
don't.
don't have any ranged weapons.
Oh,
I
maybe it's
don't.
just
Yeah, it's just Dylan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
never
but
mind.
even then, I don't think that'd be very effective on a zombie, considering half of it is, oh, hey, look at all the stuff you can put in this poison thrower. I'd rather just slice him. I'm having good luck with that.
Woo!
All right. The zombie, having just let go of Peter's arm, is staring up at him, exposing his lovely, disgusting neck, which you dig your blade straight through and cut the
Sweetie,
head
sweetie,
off.
Zool's coming for the booty.
so you're gonna have sex with the zombie.
No,
And you
he's
have executed the zombie.
he's. So...
Lickety licky coming for that necky.
Thank you. That's a better one. I couldn't.
When
think
you
of-
accidentally stab someone with a cleaver, whoopsie stabby.
I used to walk-
Oops, I guess I gave you my cleavage.
When you accidentally steal someone's organs, whoopsie kidney.
Accidentally, yes, Peter.
When you accidentally
Okay, I think
condone
this is
explicitly
enough
and
action.
implicitly the sexual
Okay, guys,
abuse
guys,
of
we're
dozens
done,
and
we're
dozens
done,
of
we're
innocent
done.
children.
Zool goes into the.
Whoopsie-popey.
Okay, I go. Okay, Ben, what do I need to roll to enter the shack?
Coming to the shack, you can see the door has been locked, and
Should I?
pressing your hand against it, you can feel that it has been barricaded.
I knock on the door first, saying that we are here to help. Is anyone in there? I'm guessing I'm rolling diplomacy.
Yeah, you're not rolling diplomacy yet. You just hear from the side, "Go away!"
Hang on. I turn to Haka and I say, really quick before I go and meet up with the others at the door, I mean, I promised you a flesh suit. And then I run up to the door.
What? God,
Vitae-
why?
Vitae goes up to the door and does knock, 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 knock.
You do shave and a haircut?
No. I
I
knock on the
said,
door.
"Leave me alone."
Hang on.
No.
The
an
blacksmith
idea.
asked us to check on you
Who?
from the town.
What
The dwarf.
was his name?
He didn't give us his name. We've just been calling him the blacksmith, and he hasn't stopped us yet.
I did give you a name.
Idiot.
None of you wrote it down.
None of us wrote it down because
I wasn't there.
Peter
No,
was
I gave you it today at the beginning of the session.
Wait. I'm gonna do a knowledge local. We're still within the local area.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'll go for it, yeah.
I'll roll 2.
I'll roll knowledge history.
You remember that it was Belladron.
Oh, okay.
Listen,
Torbjorn!
Belladrum sent us. We wanted to check up on you. Plus, zombies are dead, so that's a plus.
Tell him I won't be coming back.
Any particular reason you won't be coming back, my good sir?
I turn to Zuldart and ask, you said you knew this guy's name or something?
No, the blacksmith told me that there was a general to the north who had fought the undead and disappeared. He said
He did. I'll give you a pass for not remembering everything. And he said his name was General Garrow.
General Garrow. He out of character. Is that a Zelda reference?
Not an intentional one.
Because I think there was. Oh no, that was an orchestra named Garrow back in Madrid.
I was thinking the hero Garrow.
Yeah. Okay, back in character. The blacksmith that told me about this general, he asked me to come here to check on him, and even if he wasn't there, he said that he might have left something that could help us deal with the undead to get rid of them.
I turned to the door and I knock on it a few more times, and I say, look, if you're not going to come out, at least help us deal with the undead problem if you won't do it yourself.
There's a clearing far south from here, surrounded by the woodlands. There's a large cliffside on one side. If you go there, look to the rocks, you'll find that one of them is loose. It's going to open up a very large opening. In there, you should find things that will help you.
Did you, out of character, did you seriously pull a Shawshank? You'll find a rock in that field that has no business being there?
No, this is a fucking cliff.
You'll find a rock on that cliff that has no business being there?
That is Shawshank.
No, I know how Shawshank ends up.
I guess we're ending here.
Wait,
can end it there if
I
you'd like,
have
whatever you
one
do.
last question, sir. Do you have first aid supplies we can use for our friend's horse here? Because the horse took a huge beating.
Was the horse bit?
No. Smacked.
All right.
If the horse was bit, I'm pretty sure we would have already killed it by now.
And it probably
Sorry,
would have been
but-
resurrected as a skeleton.
Please don't say that. Don't
Please
get Peter.
do not delve into those dark arts. It leads nowhere good.
You don't need
I
to.
It has
will-
already been done.
Ben.
Yo.
I
Vitae?
will sense motive on the general.
'Tis not me, 'tis him.
Ooh.
Shit!
Okay. So, it's a question of how exactly sense works in the context of this game, because I don't want to give you things that you shouldn't get from that.
Like you've done before by accident.
I just want... Okay, should I just ask a question then? I want...
One sec.
Okay.
Okay. It's to tell there. You can make a good assessment of the situation, tell if there's a secret message, see if someone's behavior is being influenced, or avoid getting up or avoid getting bluffed. And is this a hunch you've got?
I want to try and sense the reasons why he doesn't want to help us. Or at least one of them.
From what you can tell, he just does not want to come out.
Who would like to do a diplomacy check, see if they can reason with him?
What are we
I
trying to
already
reason with him
rolled.
to do?
I mean, if not for the fact that he's already given us some good information,
Help the town.
intimidate him.
Like the town itself, like help the people prep. That or, actually no, Craig is there.
I could intimidate him, maybe.
If we're gonna have an intimidation check, I'd rather have the toaster.
There's a sentence I don't think anyone ever expected to say or hear.
Yes, because seriously, Dylan's intimidation is.
Oh wait, I'll just go with diplomacy. I got huge diplomacy.
You do
Oh.
diplomacy. If that doesn't work,
Okay.
we're doing the intimidating toaster again.
So
Honestly,
I'm going to
I
go ahead and try to roll diplomacy to argue to this guy that he should come out because he's faced undead before, and we're trying to put down an undead scourge.
At the very least, to help the town prepare its defenses.
And at least we're going the sensible route with diplomacy first.
I cannot go back to the town and let them see me this way.
Quick question. What way? I'm going to make another diplomacy check.
Have you been infected?
What way? You can tell me.
Let's-
I'm a member of the clergy.
I am a
Here, step away. You toaster head. Step away from the door. Let me get close enough so that he can say it quietly.
and I am a paladin of Imode. So if you need any help, I do know some basic healing.
And I toast bread.
Toaster, out of the way. The
And
man-
I have cut bread.
God damn it, Toaster, out of the way so that this man
Sorry, hang on. It's
can
going through a
confide
little
in me.
lag.
Please let me speak with the cleric.
We're just
Okay.
having some trouble moving characters.
It's grab and drag. It's like moving corpses, but without the weight issue.
Just do it.
Why is that your first comparison?
He comes to you can hear him get up and move over to the door. You hear him. I've been bitten. And I've used all the supplies I have trying to stay as long as possible, but I fear there's not much time left.
I mean, is it spread to anything that couldn't be effectively amputated?
I was bitten several months ago.
Oh dear.
This is not it doesn't kill me. I don't feel it tearing me apart, but I know that when I do die, it's going to come out.
I mean,
It.
I
If
want
you
you
sh-
guys to go ahead and 1 sec. Actually, Peter,
yeah.
because you've worked in this line before, you know that these are the zombies at the door were plague zombies, and the thing about them is when they bite something, it does not turn them just naturally, but when the creature dies, it will cause them to become a zombie. Like, it takes a
Gotcha.
really long time for them to die.
So it's torture.
Yeah, so he's been living through this for like a very long time, but when it finally goes through, he's going to be...
I mean, as a cleric of Urgathoa, I could offer you that I could either turn you towards the good work of the Pallid Princess, or when the time comes, we could put you down like we're doing with the other zombies.
Could I attempt healing him?
I will not be put down like some dog, and I will do nothing for Urgathoa. She's caused already too much damage.
What about
Too much.
Point out that this town's
Torture.
problems aren't her issue, but fair enough, to each his own.
what about the Sword of Valor in Imohade?
Yes, that's true. I suppose I ought to bring up that we have a paladin who might be able to heal you.
I want you guys to roll diplomacy.
All of us?
No, the two, Peter or Zool, one of you.
How about
Yeah, I'm
take-
gonna go ahead and use one standard action to cast enhanced diplomacy.
You
Wait a
hear
minute.
from the background Vitae say, "Do it."
Wait a minute, I'm looking at that. I think it works on something other than me and not me.
I was gonna say you might want to do it on me.
Yeah, definitely do it to him. I am not rolling.
Creature gets a +2 competence bonus on single diplomacy or intimidate check.
So are you
I'm-
casting that to enhance Zool's diplomacy?
I mean, unless I can use it on myself.
I have a
The question
26.
is how long it takes for you to cast this.
One standard action.
One standard action. Okay, so
6
yeah,
seconds.
you can cast it and use it. Do you want to use it on yourself or do you want to use it on him?
I would say use it on Zool. Zool already has a higher roll.
Okay, whoever's rubbing something near the microphone's got to stop it, and I'm going to cast that on Zool.
Tristan, stop it.
All right.
That was me stretching. Sorry.
Oh, good.
From
What do I roll
inside,
to do that?
from inside, you hear a lot of items being shuffled around and moved.
Excuse me. What do I roll
And-
to cast Enhanced Diplomacy?
You don't roll. It
Oh.
just happens. I believe that is that a cantrip or a first level?
Let me see. It is a cantrip.
Well, yeah, you don't have to roll for a cantrip.
He gets a +2 competence bonus on one single diplomacy check or intimidate check, but he has to choose to use it.
Okay. And you're using it?
I think I scored high enough without it, so I'll save it for later. Because I think we're going to need another one.
No, if
Or
the thing is that he said he was going to cast it after you made the roll.
So does that mean I have to roll again?
That means I'm saying like you either you have to like I'm basically saying
If I don't use it, I don't get the 26. What you're saying?
yeah, if you're not going to use it for the roll you already got, you've got to re-roll without it.
I'll
You have
take
to make
it.
the conscious choice whether you're using it.
I'll
You're
take
taking
it.
Okay. And don't worry, you'll have enough. There'll be enough time between now and the next time one of you has to do diplomacy for you to get that.
Okay, and I should not do diplomacy. I have no training in it, and I'm at a -1.
Yeah.
You
Usually
hear the
stick
door
to
unlock.
intimidation.
You hear the door unlock, and it opens to reveal an elderly dwarf with a cane. And you can see on his arm there is a large opening in his coat that has a gash and a bite mark.
Mother of God.
Okay. I will try my best. Wait, out of character, Dylan. What's your heal?
Oh, my heal. It's pretty well trained. I believe I have 6 in it.
Okay, so I'm gonna attempt it. I have a 5. If I'm gonna tell him flat out that if it doesn't work with me, that the android might have more knowledge than I do. Okay.
All
I
right.
will do my best.
Okay. So, good general. I'm going to try my best, but if my knowledge fails, maybe the knowledge of this android here might have some information that I do not.
For someone who is not organic, I'm actually quite well versed in the art of preserving organic tissue.
You seem to have a lot of weird traits.
Giggity.
Okay.
The
here-
priest, ladies and gentlemen, making
That was
sex
out of
jokes.
character. That was out of character because South Park. I mean, also because Family Guy doesn't exist in universe, so giggity would have no meaning in universe.
I only have a 7. Dylan, you're up.
All right. Skills, heal, and rolling. Oh,
Oh.
Well, shit.
I knew if one of us, if I didn't succeed in it, that someone else would.
All right. So the two of you do your best to heal him, and unfortunately, while Zool is unable to, you can see from the work that Percivan is doing that there is some life returning into him, and he's feeling a little bit more active than he had been a little bit ago, but he's still not there. Like he's far from where he likely had been before.
I'm hungry, but McShay is closed. Life has no meaning.
sorry to hear it, man.
And you can see in the back of the room many empty potions.
Many empty what?
Potions.
Potion bottles. Because the way that the demon plague works, it doesn't just like it doesn't just damage you from like normal health, it also goes through other shit. A lot of potions to take care of.
I see.
He looks to you and says, I'm sorry, I don't have anything for healing left, and I don't know how long I'll be able to make it out here without it, but I'll do the best I can.
After I heal up the general, I get up and basically tell him that, and I tell him the following: listen, I don't know what your preference for last rites is. I don't know what you want to do with your life, but I'm no good when it comes to dealing with complete human interaction. So allow me to offer these words. You were a general. You fought the undead. And so, what's the word for this kind of situation? Poetic? If you don't wish to be put down like a dog, which I can't blame you for, I am technically undead. If you wanted, All you'd have to do is send for me, and I'd gladly try to fight you, if you wish to die a warrior's death.
Well, I don't exactly know how to feel about that, but
I don't
appreciate the
expect you to.
sentiment. All right. We should probably hurry before more show up. I don't. They scatter very frequently. It seems.
Will you be
whatever-
all right here?
I don't think that I'll last much longer if I stay. Although that might be better.
Well, thank you for opening your home and your trust to us, if only for a little while.
If you would like to stay here to rest the night before we head out, we could do that. We might be able to make it to the clearing by the end of the day, and we could rest within the rock walls, but it will be your decision where we go. Although I must warn you, the undead never seem to quite leave this place. They keep coming back. It's like they're being commanded from somewhere. I've
We
noticed a
have-
pattern to their movements.
We have reason to believe that that's not coincidental.
We believe
Right.
that there's a mage controlling them.
Well, it would be my bet. It would be, I believe, in our best interest to get moving as soon. If we stay here, more will. Once they do arrive, either come for us, and that will be most difficult. She will like whoever you speak of send more now that these ones are dead. So we'll want to get out of here before this show up.
All right. If that is the case, would it be all right if we took supplies for the journey, if you have anything?
I suppose you could go in and look around for and see if you can find anything. There's not much in terms of supply. I kept a lot of them in that bunker, but unfortunately,
Did anybody else really cut out a lot during that? Or was that just me?
No, I did too.
sorry.
No problem.
I suppose you could look through if you want, but I don't think that there's much left of use. At this point, it would be, well, not much of anything really. If you'd like to check my, if you'd like to check out back, I know that my weapons have been cleared out from the front. I moved all of them, but some of my backups I kept around behind the building. They might give you a little bit of an edge.
All right. Gentlemen, you want to examine the rear of the building?
Sure.
All right, so the weapons are over here on this wall.
Okay. I'm going to travel here and see what weapons there are.
On the inside of the curve.
Oh. Okay.
All right, and I believe we will begin next session with all of you having gathered items. I'll come up with the details of them and give you guys the list of what you can grab, and then you'll have them for next session.
Understood. Thank you.
All right.
Well, this was a pretty fun session.